But you know who should have got a gun? Wait, who should have? Yeah, sure. Who should have a gun? The main character of Master Magistrate, or well, maybe his dad should have gotten a gun. I mean, I didn't say that. I didn't. Unlucky, dead dad. Just pull a Saints Row and wield a giant dildo. Yeah. Or the fucking dubstep gun. Either way, last time we played, I fucking failed every, like, evidence check in the trial, and I still got a C. But either way, we found out who the arsonist was, and we found out who the murderer of Shojiro was, and of course, it was the woman who had connections to, Rimu. Interesting thing, right? Because I saw a comment, saying that this chapter was centered around Rimu, and I could definitely see that, and that's going to be a thing with the rest of these trials, I think, with the rest of these chapters, I think, right? I think the next one, I think the next chapter they said was Sakura, so I'm not going to be looking forward to that one, but either way, enough rambling on, and let's get into it, shall we? Hang on. Makes sense how it focuses on her? Yeah. I mean, it's a good way of going about it, right? I mean, like, you've got to focus on the characters, show off all their good points, and it's a good way to do it.
まさか火事の中にあんな真相があったなんてな。人ってもんはわかんねえもんだ。
Itanosuke, you're going to be tried on a separate matter for this one.
わかってるよ、お奉行様。抵抗したのは事実だし、言い訳はしねえ。面白い経験させてもらったぜ。ありがとうよ。まさか火事の中にあんな真相があったなんてな。人ってもんはわかんねえもんだ。
Itanosuke, you're going to be tried on a separate matter for this one.
わかってるよ、お奉行様。抵抗したのは事実だし、言い訳はしねえ。面白い経験させてもらったぜ。ありがとうよ。
おい、おしゃべりはここまでだ。さっさと牢屋に戻れ。
へいへい。じゃあな、お奉行様。また会える日を楽しみにしてるぜ。
しかし大変な目にやっちまったな。なあ、バッタラ。
サババ。
He's dead.
おいおい、メソメソすんじゃねえ。おめえは何も悪いことしてねえだろうが。
I wonder if he understands that he won't be able to see one of his favorite people for a while.
そうだとしたら割り切らなきゃならねえ。思いは引きずるもんじゃねえからな。バッタラ、明日の仕込みがまだ終わってねえから蹴るぞ。
サバ？
不思議な顔すんな。明日からまたいつも通りな毎日が待ってるんだ。ポケット下向いてると置いてっちまうからな。
サババ！
Bathura seems better now.
ありがとうよ、お奉行様。いろいろ助かったよ。
No, in fact, I'm afraid I've caused you much trouble, user.
いいんだよ。身から出たサビって言葉があるじゃないか。まさにそれだよ。
そんなことないよ。遊佐さんがそんなことを思う必要は全くないからね。
でも、あたいの言葉で鶴岡さんはあんなことをしちまったんだよ。
だからって自分のせいだって思うのは良くないよ。生きてる人が一番大事なんだから、 を向いて生きなきゃ。私が言うんだから大丈夫だよ、遊佐さん。
励まされちまって悪いね。実はさ、腹の中に子がいることが分かったんだ。
Really?
そりゃあ。
この子にはさ、あたいと同じようなことにはならないようにしてほしい。偏見を持っちまったあたいみたいにならないように。
そうだね。その子にはからくりが好きになってほしいな。
お前らまだ裁き終えておらぬのか。
Oh, fucking... Not this guy again. Fuck off. That guy? When did you get here?
おいおい、まさかまだ始まっていないのか。
No, the verdict is already over.
そうだろう。まだ裁きは。ん？今。
Yeah.
なんと言った？
Fuck you. That's right. The verdict has been given. We found the cause of the fire and the culprit is in jail.
そうか。ようやったな。わしは用事があるから城に戻る。ではな。
使命君、ご苦労。この短時間でよくさばいたな。さすが忠重の息子だ。
Thank you as well, Kondo. If you had arrived a little bit sooner, it wouldn't have been over.
そうか。うまくいってよかったな。ともあれ、残務処理がまだ残っているだろう。終わり次第、今日はもう帰って休め。報告は小梅君から直接受けてくれ。
Alright. Thank you very much. Once the rest of my work was finished, and everyone was quietly in bed, I found myself unable to sleep. I can't stop thinking about Rimu. When the verdict was finished, and she was trying to cheer Yuza up, she seemed a little off. Everyone was worried when Tsuru, her mentor, was condemned. But Rimu behaved as she always did, like she wasn't concerned. But she was behaving bright and cheerful, not complaining. She was just Rimu. Maybe she just didn't want anyone to see her upset. I'm worried. The hall is completely silent and still. I knock lightly on the door to Rimu's room. There's no answer. I gently open the door and peek into the room, but Rimu was nowhere to be seen. That girl. There's only one place that she's likely to go on a day like this. I'll leave the dormitory and run out into Okacho. When I arrive at Akabashi, Rimu is there leaning against the railing, staring off vacantly by herself. Rimu, are you alright?
なんでここにいるってわかったの？
Because we've always been friends. But more importantly...
大丈夫だよ。心配かけてごめん。でも、少しほっといてくれると助かるかな。考え事を一人でしたいの。ごめんね。
I'm not going to leave you alone. I can't leave her like this. Not when her face is cast down in that sorrowful look. We stand there in silence for a moment, but when the words slowly begin pouring out of her... But then the words slowly begin pouring out of her.
私、今でも鶴姉が人を殺したなんて信じられないんだよね。
Yeah, that is a bit crazy, isn't it? What a coincidence that you would meet her again finally, and then turns out that she was the murderer in the same chapter. The game didn't even give you a didn't even give you 2 chapters of yeah.
私がからくりに興味を持ってここまで好きになったのは鶴姉のおかげ。
I know.
昔使命くんと一緒に鶴姉の家に遊びに行ったりもしたよね。
I remember it well. I didn't really know why, but we always had fun when we were there.
楽しかった。たくさんのことを教えてもらったんだ。からくりは道具だから人に使われてこそ幸せなんだってこと。人の役に立ってこそ作る意味がある。楽しませたり生活を楽にさせたり、そういうことを全部教えてもらったんだ。雲流土水を作ってる時もこれがあれば歴史が変わるってウキウキしてた。そういうこと全部ひっくるめて鶴姉のことが好きだった。
Remo.
鶴姉があんなことした気持ち、私にはすごくよくわかる。わかるからこそ私は鶴姉が許せない。許せないけど頭では分かってても心が分かってくれないんだよ。どうしてかな。どうしてこんなことになっちゃったのかな。
Hope she didn't teach the murder people for revenge for her machine. I don't think Rimu was that obsessed with her machines. Okay.
もう鶴姉には会えないよね。
Well, she may have had her reasons, but the unmistakable fact is that she killed someone. I'm not sure what the punishment will be, but it will have to be severe.
分かってる。鶴姉は人を殺した。だからもう会えない。そうなるべきことをしちゃったんだ。分かってる。分かってるけどさ。私どうしたらいいんだろう。悲しんでいいのかな。
Tsudu is a criminal, and I believe that the sentence for the shogunate will be severe. She may... Is this relevant to the... Is this relevant to what she's talking about? But that doesn't mean that you can't be sad. This doesn't change the fact that Tsudu is very important to you.
本当にバカなんだから。なんであんなことしちゃったのかな。
I mean, yeah. If she loses dad and she loses her close friend. Yeah, and then Sakura's gonna lose someone as well. And then Komei is gonna lose someone as well. And then I guess Okuto is gonna have a chapter as well because she yandere. Yeah.
私に少しでも相談してくれれば力になってあげたのに。そうすればこんなことにならなかったのに。バカ。鶴姉のバカ。バカ。
Oh, right. Now that I'm no longer political, let's change. Let's get rid of the hunting classification of that. Don't worry, guys. I'm no longer political. I'm just playing game.
話したいこと、やりたいこと、まだまだたくさんあったのに。こんな別れ方ってないよ。ひどいよ。自分勝手の分からずよ。
Rimu was sobbing and venting her feelings, not even trying to control her tears. There's a real bond there. Emotions that only Rimu and Tsuru understand. Tsuru might have become a criminal, but she'll always remain important to Rimu. Rimu continues to cry, frustrated that she didn't notice something unusual was going on with someone so important to her. Her attitude earlier encouraging Yuza and acting cheerful, that was only an act.
私にできることって何かあるかな
You can't bear the sin of her crimes for her. Tsuru didn't end up like that because of you. So you don't need to think about trying to atone for her crimes. There are other things you need to do.
きついことを言うんだね。
It's because we've always been friends. We've always been friends.
ありがとう。私がすべきことはきっと鶴姉の志を継ぐことだと思う。
That's a good idea. It's better not when they are depressed.
人を幸せにするからくりって何なんだろうってずっと考えてたんだよね。からくりが別の形になってもいいから日常的に人の生活を助けること、ずっとみんなに使われて実用性に特化した美しさを出せること、それこそがからくりにとって幸せで人にとっても幸せなことなんだろうね。
Things to use and things to use and that will be happy to be used, you mean? You mean... Wait, what? Things to use and that will be happy to be used.
しめくん、駆けつけてくれてありがとう。
Just think of it as returning the favor from yesterday. With that, the curtain fell on the case of the townhouse fire. After that, Futabate wrote an article including conversations with Tasuke and Yuza. It was exaggerated but not dishonest, and the article became a hot topic among the people of Okacho. As a result, and against my will, there were rumors about me flying all over town. The rumors went like this. The son of the late Tadashige Oka, Magistrate Shime Oka, is a pretty great man. What is... You know, rumors are usually negative. Up next.
私は小さい頃から父上のような立派な町奉行になるために努力してきた。そんな私にもついにシラスに立つ機会が巡ってきた。この事件、遠山桜が必ずや裁いてみせる。大岡裁き第3話、死生一貫。言葉は刃、切りさばけ。大岡、私はどうすればいいんだ。
たまやー。
Okay, you know what? Now that I know that now that I know that each chapter is going to be focused around a character, the preview, the intros definitely make a lot more sense. Red, blue, yellow. Multitude of colors hang briefly in the sky, lighting up the night.
たまやー。リム姉様、リム姉様。鍵ってどうしたの、コウメちゃん。玉や鍵やってどういう意味なんでしょう。
The crisp popping sounds of the fireworks reverberate pleasantly in the evening air. My body shudders with each burst of light that blossoms above.
ねえシメ君、どういう意味なんだろうね。
Seizure-inducing colors. I don't think it's flashing that quickly. Quickly enough, I mean. Both Tamiya and Kaguya are firework makers.
なるほどね。
Yeah, but where's the not? I was trying to make a Genshin reference with Yoimiya. But I forgot her last name. God damn it.
花火が上がるたびに花火屋の名前を叫ぶんですね。でも何のためにでしょうか。
Horicon did it better. Because, well, to be honest, I don't really know.
声を出して風情を感じることに意味があるんじゃないのかな。ああ、でかい。
That's true. I don't think it's something to think about, or just something to feel.
そうそう、話よりも花火に集中して。ほわ、きれい。
Hopefully they skip the wrap this year. What?
はい、とってもきれいです。とっても。
A summer tradition. The faint smell of the burning powder reaches us on the wind.
たまやー。かぎやー。たまに見る花火もいいものね。
Hopefully they skip the wrap at the Times Square ball drop this year.
水入らずでゆっくりできることも最近はなかったからな。
But why do you care? It's not like you're gonna watch it.
きれい。
The fireworks rise into the air, blooming brightly for one brief instant, and then fade away. That 1 second of fleeting beauty holds us enthralled, trying not to miss miss a moment.
これを魚にいっぱいやってみたくなるわね。
ああ、それもいいな。こう食いったいっぱいねえ。
New Year's is the only holiday I actually kind of like. Right.
まあでもこうして眺めるだけもたまにはいいわね。
そうだな。何事もなくこうしていられることが。
あの花火、山並さんのかんざしみたい。どれ？ってもう消えちゃってるわね。
お前のそれは派手だからな。
褒め言葉として受け取っておきます。
褒めてるつもりなんだがね。なあ、シノ。
きれい。
Every soul in Nakamachi is sitting back and enjoying the nighttime show. All except one. Chapter 3, Tempered Steel. Year 5 of the Orca era. The 8th of April.
お前までこんなことを信じているなんてな。全く呆れるばかりだ。
If I said something that upset you, I apologize. No, I don't apologize. I revel in upsetting you. In
物事の根本を理解していないのに謝るのか。
I revel in the act of upsetting you. We stuck with her. Yeah. Even so, I have no idea.
わからないふりをしてるんだろ。私をバカにしてるのか。
No, that wasn't my intention. I still don't even know what you're referring to. Tuyama's nitpicking every word I say. finding any and every fault she can. Right, like, of course. She's been like this all morning. I haven't been able to have a single decent conversation with her. You've had decent conversations with her before?
こんな低たらくでよく奉行が務まるものだな。恥ずかしくないのか。返す言葉もなしに黙りこくって時間が過ぎ去ればいいと思っているな。
You got me.
お前のそういうところが気に食わないんだ。
We've fought numerous times, but she's never been so relentlessly angry before. I tried thinking back on our conversation this morning, but still have no idea where I went wrong. My only option is to shut up and wait for her to calm down. She's just having a woman moment, alright? Instead of telling you what she's mad about, she'll just say she's mad and wants you to figure out why she's mad instead of telling you. Still mad?
お前は考えが顔に出るからな。どうして私が怒っているのかわからないんだろう。
Then just tell me and stop being a fucking bitch about it. I've been saying that from the start.
もっとはっきりと声を出せ。奉行ともあろう者がなよなよするな。
That's what I've been saying this entire game. So like you're preaching to the choir, but like why did it have to be you to say that? Why did you have to be the one to say that?
そう、はっきり声を出す。
Thank you, Rimu. At least a likable character said something like it. said at least a likable character said it.
なんだリム、邪魔をするな。
おお、いきなりの登場にも驚かないなんてよっぽど熱が入ってるみたいだね。
Rimu, when did you get here?
今しがた、けんけんごうごうしてたから私が入ってきたのに気がつかなかったみたいだね。
それでリムは私と大岡にどういった用があるんだ。
Toyama is pretending to be calm, but I can tell she's still angry. She's always angry. Even so, thanks to Rimu's arrival, it looks like the situation will cool off at least for now.
昨日の花火一緒に見られなくて残念だったなってのを伝えたくて。
あんなもの見る価値もない。それよりも鍛錬していた方が。
昨日はまだ予行演習だったから本番の花火大会は絶対一緒に見ようね。
Yeah, Dexter, don't say that word. It's a sensitive topic. I don't want to put the content classification on again.
だから私は
約束だからね。ではこれにてお邪魔虫はドローンします。ではでは。
She left.
調子が狂うやつだ。もういい。お前に話すことはない。
Toyama turns around in a huff and stomps furiously out of the room. So, what did I do to upset her in the first place? I leave the office only to find Rimu peeking part of her face out from her room. I'll tell you if you're curious.
気になる気になる。そんで今回は何をしてさくらちゃんを怒らせちゃったの？
This is why Rimu is best girl, alright? I'm afraid I still can't think of anything.
じゃあ今日の使命くんの行動を遡ってみよう。
I woke up, had some breakfast.
そういう細かいのはいらないからさくらちゃんと出会ったところから話してよ。
Well, I was reading the Orca news in the living room, and Toyama started talking to me.
ほうほう。それでその時はまだ怒ってなかったんだよね。
Nope. We chatted a bit after some of the articles in the paper. about some of the articles in the paper. Then she called me into the office, and you know the rest.
ということは事件は新聞にありだね。桜花新報取ってくる。
I can't imagine that the Yorker News would have set up, the Yorker News would have set her on the warpath. Nothing I said while we were chatting struck me as dangerous either.
お待たせい。こちらが話題の桜花新報です。はてさて、記事の中身はと。
Look, there's a reason Yamanami is Zeroth. Because she is best girl, but she isn't romanceable. Alright? So that's why Rimu defaults best girl. Futawate didn't write anything too intense. It's all pretty normal, right?
花火大会について、腰掛け案新作甘味について、それからネズミ小僧について。
The only Nezumi I know is from Toho. Well, Nezurin. The only thing you'd expect Toyama to pick up on would be the new dessert.
そうかな。奉行がうんちゃらかんちゃら言ってたから違うんじゃない？
The thief, right? Then maybe it was the Nezumi Kozo thing. According to the article, there were coins scattered all around all along an alley lined with townhouses.
ということは、その時にさくらちゃんの気に障る言動をしたということですかな。
What is your best girl ranking in MML? It's here. Karen, Lucy, Lulana, Yuna, Yorihime, Julie. Yorihime might go up a bit with how she's been at the moment. But, you know, that's my top 3. I think so. Probably. Guys, I'm new to this series. I don't know.
本人に自覚なし。ならば、吟味するしかない。
Wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but still. I'm surprised Yuna isn't lost for you. What do you mean? She's cute. She's cuter. She's cuter than Julie and Yorihime. She is plain. Okay, and you're right. Investigation. Wait, investigation? What do you mean?
うるさい。黙ってこっちに来いってんだ、こんちくしょう。
Show your gab and get in here. What? Rimu yanks forcefully on my arm and drags me into her room. Oh. Could you at least return my glasses? I can't see anything.
お奉行様に口答えするた、見上げた根性だな、おい。
Would. What? I mean, why are you talking like that? I don't talk like that. When we entered her room, Rimu confiscated my jacket, glasses, and fan. Yeah, the fan that you never open. From there, she was playing Magistrate before I could stop her.
さくらちゃんお怒りの件についての裁きを始める。大岡氏名、異論はあるかい？
Dexter, you need to stop being a fucking hater. The only reason you think this is cringe is because it's not fucking Kome doing it. Alright? Argument? Argument against what? You're supposed to start by going over the evidence and...
理屈っぽい見た目通り理屈っぽい喋りで理屈っぽい言い訳をするな、この証人は。
Magistrates don't make decisions based on how someone looks.
では大岡氏名、何が原因でさくらちゃんを怒らせちゃったと思う？
As I explained earlier, perhaps it was the article about Nezumi Kozo. If you can't beat them, join them.
ほうほう。そこを詳しく話してもらえまいか。
According to the Yorka News, Nezumi Kozo scattered coins among the townhouses yesterday. And everyone knows that Nezumi Kozo is a criminal found guilty long ago. Isn't that right, Your Honor?
そうだな。そこは詳しく。シメ君に話してもらおうかな。
Rimu, you're breaking character. This is fail RP. You're gonna get banned from the server. When we were young, he was known as a chivalrous thief who stole from the rich and gave to the poor. There's always those kinds of thieves in these fucking stories, aren't there? However, he was captured in Kitamachi, and the magistrate there, Kagetora Toyama, sentenced him to death. Right. So that's why. Sakura is mad because fucking her dad was the one presiding over the case.
それだ！それ！多分、いや、絶対それ！
Huh?
尊敬するお父さんが裁いたのに、それが今更復活してうんぬんってのが気に障ったんだよ。
It barely covers any text, okay? That actually makes sense. But why would she be that mad over it?
無意識にさくらちゃんを激高させるような言い方をしたとか。
I'm pretty careful with my wording. When I talk to Toyama, so I don't think so.
とにかく大岡使命はさくらちゃんを怒らせたと自白。これにて一件落着。
Closed my ass. What do you mean? What do you mean your ass is... Never mind.
罰は私の買い物に付き合うこと。以上。
That's what you after all along, wasn't it? That's what you were after all along, wasn't it?
言い訳無用ってことで、早速行くよ。
Rimu dragged me out into town, where we found a large crowd of people gathered somewhat off the main street. I don't intend to eavesdrop, but it's hard not to hear them talking about Nezumi Kozo. It is lagging again, yeah. So I guess the fix didn't work. Barely worked.
街がこの状態なら、さくらちゃんが怒るのも納得な気がしてきた。
She was probably around running low on patience by the time I brought it up. Yeah, she's probably already running low on patience.
空からお金が降ってくるようなもんだからね。次は自分にって期待するのかな。
Maybe so. But the man is still a thief. We can't be seen as encouraging that kind of behavior.
それ、原因はそれじゃないかな。奉行ともあろうものがとか言ってたし。
Now that you mention it, that might be it.
そうならばきっちり調査して真相を明らかにすべきだよな、お奉行様。
Why the fuck? Of course you're here. Why wouldn't you be?
この人混みの中から私たちを見つけてくるなんて相変わらず油断できない。
噂あるところに俺あり、俺あるところに噂あり。何か情報持ってないかい？
Information? All we know is what we read in the paper.
そうそう。あんたが望んでる情報は何にも持ってないってわけ。残念でした。
Too bad, so sad.
なるほど。ってことはこの事件は中町奉行所持ちの事件じゃねえってことか。
No. With how the story's gone, it's probably how it is. It's probably what's gonna happen. Sharp. Just as you said, it's more likely going to be Kitamachi.
そうなるとあれこれ聞きにくいな。ちょっと質問していいか？
聞く前にもうあれこれ質問してたじゃん。
こっからは公式に聞くってことさ。いいかい？
I don't mind. What is it?
仲町奉行としてこのネズミ小僧はどんなやつだと思う？
Let me see. This is most likely a copycat of the original. I think that much is almost certain.
模倣犯ね。俺は後継者だと推理してたんだが、そっちの線はあると思うかい？
I wonder who would want to follow in the footsteps of a man who killed for his crimes. Besides, it's been too long for it to be a successor. For a successor to show up now, they would have had to lie low for 16 years. If they wanted to have any kind of presence, they would have committed a crime immediately after the original execution.
なるほどな。どっちにしろ面白そうな話には発展しなさそうだ。
Bucket extinction. Just what is Futabate's definition of interesting?
そうそう、それよりも花火大会。今一番流行に乗ってるのはそっちでしょ。
おお、そうそう。昨日の予行演習も予行とは思えないくらいに派手だったな。
本番はもっと派手ですっごいんだから期待するように。
宣伝は任しとけ。からくり使った次元式の花火なんざ前代未聞だからな。
I knew you were a member of the fireworks committee, but just how involved are you? So the second chapter was a arson case that led into a murder case, and now we've got a burglary case that will lead into a murder case. Cool.
本番をお楽しみに。
じゃあ俺は情報収集に行ってくるぜ。二人ともありがとうよ。
Tabitha grins brightly, quickly fading back into the crowd. He's always so busy.
分野らしく足が軽いよね。使命君みたいに家にこもってるわけでもないし。
Do you have to take a stab at me every time you see a chance?
バタバタ忙しくするよりも静かに家にいる方が私は好きだよ。
I can't really complain when you say it like that.
私の方が一枚上手だね。にしし。これで大体の買い物は終わったかな。
I already had an idea, but you really do buy a ton every time.
使命君が隣にいるとなんだかいろいろ買いたくなっちゃうんだよね。
Who is going to die next? Well, if it's related to Sakura, it could be her dad that dies next. Who knows? Maybe Shimei and Sakura could find a common ground if her dad dies. You mean because I carry your bags, right? And somehow when I stand beside me, I just want to buy it all. Yeah, okay.
そういう意味じゃないんだけど。まあいいか。
おお、仲町奉行所の諸君、今日も元気にやっとるか？
Tojo, we're just out shopping on this lovely peaceful day.
おお、東條さん、昨日ぶりです。
おう、昨日ぶり。予行演習はどうだった？うまくできてたか？
大丈夫だったよ。私がいなくてもきちんと動かせてたみたいだし。
自動で次々打ち上げてくれるからくりだもんな。ありゃ楽できてよかったぜ。
MC demoted to pack mule. Are you involved with the fireworks, Tojo? Why would you redeem Blanky when you know I'm a fucking PNG tuber? It wouldn't work. What other head, Pat? What? I don't even have any fucking water. Thanks for the stretch.
関わるも何も東條さんは花火大会の主催だよ。
Oh, you don't say. Head pat at least makes sense. Yeah, but it doesn't play any animation. It doesn't play the thing.
そうなんですよ。俺、花火の主催なんですよ。
I've watched the fireworks here in Okacho every year since I was young. I'm a little shocked to hear it's my shogi pal, Tojo, who's been running it all these years.
ほうけた顔してやがんな。どうだ、暇なら一曲打っていかねえか？
Sorry, I'm helping Rimu out with her shopping today.
よっしゃ、荷物は私が半分受け持つから将棋をビシッと指していきな。
Are you sure?
そんじゃそういうことで東條さん、使命くんのこと任せましたぜ。
おお、任せろ。俺がコテンパンにしてやっからよ。
Rimu grabs half the bags with a smile and vanishes into the crowd. And then I guess I will take you up on that offer.
平賀様とは随分と気心が知れた関係ですね。
Yeah, that's why she's best girl. Whoa.
早乙女、突然出てきて人を驚かせるのやめろよ。
私はずっとそこにいました。存在に気がつかない方が悪いと思いますが。
Sorry, I didn't notice either.
ともかく、平賀様と大岡様はお付き合いされているんですか？
Excuse me?
乙女乙女、恵まれ乙女。その名が指す通り、乙女の話に目がないもので。
Yeah, but like we already have our tomboy quota fulfilled with Okta, okay? So you're not part of the main you aren't part of the main girl group. You were just brought up together. That's it. Nothing more.
ほう、なるほど。
いきなり出てきて聞くことがそれかよ。
大岡様、将棋は私と東條様の続きからどうぞ。こちらになります。
はあ、俺がすっげえ不利じゃねえかよ、それ。
俺がコテンパンにしてやっからよーと叫んでいましたよね。
Damn.
叫んではねえけど言った覚えはある。
どうぞコテンパンにしてください。大岡様も遠慮なさらずこちらにお座りください。
Oh, it's okay. If we're going to do this, I'd like to fight on equal footing. Let's start a new game.
わかりました。潔く男らしくて素敵だと思います。
Yeah, Saotomi's Shime X Rimu shipper.
さすがはお奉行様。早乙女と違って考え方がしっかりしてる。
大岡様が帰られたら続きをやります。私が勝てば分かっていますよね。
Death. I mean,
使命君、なるべく長くさしてもらいたい。いいかな。
I'll just play like normal. I take the preferred seat. Yeah. Sure. What? It's such a weird word.
先
don't
手
know
は
if
使
it's
命君から
misspelled or
で
anything.
なるべくゆっくり楽しめるように頼むぜ。
I'll be starting as usual. I move my pawn to 7f. Fucking. And Tojo moves his to 3d. 8 out of 10 of our games start this way.
そういえばよ、昨日の花火はどうだった？お友達と一緒に見たんだろう？
Yes. I was watching with my friends from the Magistrate's office. I move another pawn to 6f, and Tojo moves his rook to 3b. He's already trying to draw my attention to the to that half of the board.
反応が知りたくてよ。微妙だったらもう少し工夫しよっかななんて思ってたりな。
Everyone loved it. Being a test run, it was very short, but we had a lot of fun. I moved my bishop to 7g. Tojo moves his king to 6b.
なるほどね。しかし奉行所の連中は仲間同士で和気あいあいやらねえと思ってたぜ。
Well, for the most part, we do our best to stay in good straits, but I moved yet another pawn to 8f. And Tojo moves his king to 7b. That had little to do with strategy.
その反応を見る限り仲良くやれてないやつがいんのか？話してみろ。な。
Oh, well, just like this girl assigned to watch over me, oh well, there's just this girl assigned to watch over me who doesn't like how yielding I am sometimes. I'm afraid she has many reasons to feel dissatisfied with me.
はあ。つまりは使命君と一緒の空間にいたくないってことか。
I advance my pawn to 8e, and Tojo his king to 8b. Is she keeping that open, as a trap, or just flat out waiting for my attack? And thanks to that, she hasn't really been able to open up to any of us.
でも花火を一緒に見たりはするんだろ？気にすることはねえじゃねえか。
No, we've never gone out together, not even in a large group.
そりゃいろいろと大変だな。その子も使命君たちも。
I decided to draw his attention with a little move of my own, sliding my rook to 8h. Tojo doesn't fall for it though, and moves his gold general to 7b. Going straight at me from the start. Bring it on. I actually argued with her this morning too.
込み入って聞くのはあれだが、一体何が原因でぶつかったんだ？
I was talking about the Nezumi Koto article, and then apparently magistrates shouldn't take articles like that at face value.
ネズミ小僧ね。そんなに気を使うような話題でもねえだろうにな。
Stop talking. Jesus. Stuff for them because she doesn't want to get close. Yeah. She isn't even trying to fucking become friends with anyone. I moved my silver general to 6h, and Tojo his lance to 9b. I moved my... Yeah. I see. In order to get that long game he wants, he's hiding like a turtle in his shell.
ネズミ小僧は裕福な者から金銭を奪い、貧困にあえぐ者に配る義賊。
I didn't need to repeat that part of his story.
本人は東条様の王のように穴蔵にこもって表に出てこないようですが。
俺の将棋に例えんなよ。まあでもネズミ小僧はそういうやつだろ。
Yes. It is very strange that a man who was sentenced years ago has somehow resurfaced now. I cut off his entrance by moving my pawn to 8d, and Tojo takes the piece calmly with his own. This time, I use my rook to take his pawn, and he places my stolen pawn back on the board at 8c. I pull my rook back to 8f, and he seizes that chance to pull his king back to 9a, back into 9a.
表で騒いでも、ネズミ小僧本人は奥にこもって出てこないでしょう。その王みたいに。
長引かせるためには俺は何だってするさ。使命君もゆっくりさせ。
Yes. Do you two know anything about Nezumi Kozo?
それ以上は何も知らんよ。俺よか、近藤の方が知ってるんじゃねえの？
I move my pawn to 7e, and Tojo his silver general to 8b. The protection around his king is getting stronger with every turn. He really does want a long game. You're right. But I may know a lot more.
しかし、その子を知るためにネズミ小僧を調べるなんて、使命君は優しいね。
Game there, playing, flying right over my head. Yeah, it doesn't help that it's shogi, so even if it was... they said 9. With chess, there's fucking 64 squares, so it doesn't go past 8. I just thought I would try to understand her thinking a little better. That's all. I think it's an actual minigame. Yeah, but if it was an actual minigame, at least you'd know how to play shogi.
いいことだと思います。
Or at least learn.
いたけだかにならず、相手のことを重んじる行為は素敵です。
It's like in fucking Yakuza when you learn how to play mahjong so you can make millions of yen, and then not have to worry about money for the rest of the game. You're going to make me blush, Saotome. I move my pawn to 6e, and Tojo his gold general to 5a. I'm finally getting used to splitting my concentration between the game and our conversation. Even becoming something of a special skill now honed by my games with Tojo.
早乙女は褒めるときは褒めるが、けなすときもすっげえけなしてくるからな。
Saying all these moves in brain is like, yeah.
気を使ってほしいなら気を使いますが。
そういうのは宣言せずにするんだよ。お前は、たく。
Like, at least show what the game board looks like, alright? Even if you don't know what the pieces are. I move my king to 4h, and Tojo counters with his silver general to 4b.
大岡様、そろそろ将棋に集中された方がいいと思います。
Yeah, I think you're losing. Huh? I have been while you chatted, though.
おそらく東條様が望む結果にはならないだろうと見えます。
新米奉行はまだまだ甘ちゃんだな。俺が長期戦を望んでると思ったが。
What? That was a trap?
ははははは。さてと、こっからは攻めさせてもらうぜ。
If they were playing a D&D campaign, god damn it, just because I brought up TTRPGs, he attacked vigorously from there, wiping me out before much longer.
俺に騙されるなんて、まだまだだな。
I'll be more careful next time.
では東條様、私との続きをお願いします。容赦はしませんので、あしからず。
MC falls for easy traps? Well, yeah, why do you think he's gonna fall for Sakura? If she didn't have a route, then... if MC didn't fall for her, then she wouldn't have a route.
あ、そうだった。使命君を騙すので頭がいっぱいで忘れてたわ。
大岡様、お相手ありがとうございました。東條様はこれから私と用事がありますので。
Yes. I'll see you again, Tojo. Saotome.
おう達者でな。
I leave a wilted Tojo and overwhelmingly fired up Saotome behind. I headed back to the dorm and asked Kondo more about Nezumi Kozo. Kondo, are you here? I knocked twice on the office door lightly.
ああ、使命君か。ちょうどいい。入ってきてくれ。
Dexter, I would have talked about MML if I played any. Why are you asking me to talk about something? I haven't played it in 2 days. What? Pardon. Whoa. There are piles and piles of paperwork scattered around the room.
使命兄様、申し訳ありません。すぐ片付けますので。
Hey, this is the CG I used for my for fucking this. For my PNG tuber. It's the same one. I can't believe this. I didn't expect it to be in this chapter. Clean up. What is all this? I lift one of the sheets and find it to be an account book.
何がぼーっとしてるんだ、使命君。早く君も手伝いたまえ。
A hand? With all these accounts?
ああ、分かってるじゃないか。分かってるなら早く手伝え。
What? This is clearly Kondo's lack of due diligence.
大丈夫です。使命兄様、私が何とかします。しますから。
Well, this doesn't seem like a usual, like an amount just the two of you can handle. Maybe we could recruit everyone who isn't busy. Looking at the quantity, and maybe we could recruit the busy people too. By the way, Kome, what are these books for?
その、大課長の方々の申告らしいんです。所得の。
Oh, it's tax. It's tax papers.
なんだか昨日になって急に増えてしまいまして。
Income declarations. I glance over a few, finding the miscellaneous incomes much higher than usual. What? Has money been falling from the... Oh, no, don't tell me.
ああ、言わんでもわかるぞ。どうせ使命君もネズミ小僧の仕業だって言いたいんだろ。
Yes. You know as well?
そりゃ、あんな噂になってりゃ嫌でも耳に入る。
Still, I'm impressed they're honestly reporting it as income.
だろう。そんな広いもん申告するか普通。
ですけど、黙ってもらっちゃったらそれはそれで大変ですから。見つかった時とか。
Oh, they actually... Ah, fuck. They actually brought up tax fraud.
んなもん、誰も確認なんぞしねえだろうね。
Poor May would check. That's not a thing you should say aloud, Kondo.
大丈夫です。私が何とかしますから。なんとかかんとか。
なんとかかんとかできてはいるが、この調子じゃいつまでかかることやら。
すみません。私の力が足りないばかりにご迷惑を。
It's fine. It'll be over quickly if we all work together. Sort of. Looking at the size of those piles, well, quickly is a relative term.
あ、それで使命君は俺に何の用があったんだ。
Huh? Oh, right. That's right. The breathtaking view of Paperwork Mountain almost made me forget my reason for coming. I actually came to ask about Nezumi Kozo, the cause of this pile.
おお、小梅君を苦しめている原因のネズミ小僧についてか。
ちがこれだから、あっちはあれで、
Almost scuttles all over the room, still trying to organize the piles. Like a little baby mouse. Or at least a small animal.
16年前に北町奉行所で裁かれた罪人、死罪が言い渡され、この世にはもういない。
Dexter, shut up! Do we have any documents from the trial at Kitamachi that might contain more detail?
どうだかな。遠山君に聞いてみれば詳しくわかるんじゃないのか。
Well, actually, we're arguing at the moment, and the reason is...
ネズミ小僧ってわけか。
もうその人のおかげで私たちは大変なことになっちゃってます。もう全然終わらないです。もう
小梅君をここまで怒らせたのはネズミ小僧が初めてだろうな。
Well, her way of getting angry is...
だってせっかくのお休みの日なのに。
待機という形だが、今日は休日のようなものだったからな。残念無念。
近藤王子様、手が止まってます。しっかりしてください。
この調子では夕刻までかかりそうだな。使命君、一つ頼まれてくれないか。
Yes? What is it?
土方と出かける用事があったんだが、見てる通り終わりそうもない。あいつには悪いが、同行できないと伝えといてくれ。
Okay. He should be in the dojo, so I'll be back after I tell him.
いや、大丈夫だ。ここは俺と小梅君が責任を持って処理するからな。
はい、大丈夫です。お任せください。こんな書類大丈夫です。だんだんと面白くなってきましたし、あとは私が何とかしますから。
Kome's mood seems to have picked up, and there's a small smile on her face now. Bucky! Then I'll take your word for it and take my leave.
はあ、アシ、直線的すぎる。くそ、ならばこれなら。宣言して攻撃するバカはいない。口を閉じろ。
Okta and Toyama are sparring in the dojo with wooden swords. Unlike Toyama, who's swinging like her life depends on it, Okta is just calmly dodging her strikes.
おう、シメ、どうしたんだ？お前がここに来るなんて珍しいな。
Yeah, I had a message from Kondo.
くそ、どうしてダメなんだ。何がここまで違う。
You're too emotional about it. What did you expect?
熱が入りすぎている。
I
気
just
持ち
said
が
that.
悪いくらいにな。
You're being more specific with it, but like...
まだまだ続けるぞ、起きた。足、動きが硬い。
I found myself staring at Toyama's cumbersome movements. It's not like her. Hijikata, is Toyama always this passionate? Always practicing like this?
いや、なんか今日だけやたらめったら気合入ってる感じだ。
Not a good thing.
それで冷静ならいいんだが、どうにもカッとなりすぎちまってる。あれじゃダメだ。
Toyama continues to swing and miss Okita as she flings her body around with more force than thought.
ここまでだ。遠山、土方と交代しろ。少し休め。わかった。だがまだまだ私はやれる。
起きたと俺が終わったらな。じゃ、よろしく頼むぜ、起きた。
ああ、来い。
Toyama meets my eyes, noticing my existence. Toyama. If Astrid clearly sends the message that she doesn't want to talk with me, it would probably be better not to push her buttons right now. I quietly turned to watch Okuta and Hijikata spar. It was entirely different from when Toyama was at bat. The dojo was practically silent. They keep a careful distance from each other, slowly closing in. It's off the screen now. And then they freeze, silent as if waiting for something. Those swords they're using maybe made of wood, but they're still plenty heavy. Maybe for you. And they aren't holding them in the standard stance. They're holding their swords in a high guard. It must be exhausting. But neither of them shows the slightest sign of strain as they stand there watching each other like hawks. Wow. They're not even moving, but I could feel the pressure even over here.
用がないなら帰れ。何しに来たんだ。
Oh, it wasn't for you. I had something to discuss with those two. Suddenly, power courses through Hijikata's muscles as he moves to attack Okuta. He makes a blindingly fast, sweeping strike, backed by the weight of his body. Okuta never even blinks. She twists a little, avoiding the blow. Hijikata hurries to regain his balance, but with his momentum, it's all he can do just to stay out on his feet. Okuta doesn't miss her chance, landing the hard blow on Hijikata's torso. Fucking Christ.
No.
Whoa. Hijikata clutches his stomach as he falls to the floor. That blow must have been devastating. It hurts just to watch.
惜しかったな。私も少し肝を冷やした。
Hijikata forces himself up, clearly in pain as he answers Okuta.
俺もだんだん強くなってきてるってことだ。
she was.
骨は折れていないはずだ。そういうところを打ってはいない。
そうか。そりゃよかった。
Are your practices always this intense?
最近は特にな。そろそろ沖田に勝てる感じだとは思っているんだが。
Hijikata, I think it's because you put your all into one strike, and then as soon as they dodge, you can't protect yourself from their strike.
だからこそ私も本気になっている。遠山の時と違ってな。
That's what you get for being a fucking woman. Never mind.
土方、次は私とだ。いいか。
よし、大丈夫だ。じゃあ一丁って山並さん？
Yamanami smiles and in at the group of us in the dojo.
稽古頑張ってるみたいだけど、そのやり方でいいのかなって思っちゃって。
今から私と土方が試合をするので。
それ1分。
Yamanami slices downward with her hand duster, bumping Toyama on the head.
遊びなら後で。
それ2本目。
Yamanami bumps her on the head once more.
山並さん、ですから。
あら？今のでさくらちゃんは2度死んでるんだけど。
Yamanami keeps her ever-present smile as she speaks those grisly words. It's impossible to tell what she's thinking in a way. In a way, it's terrifying.
次は土方くんね。ちゃんと避けなさいよ。
Hichigata raises a sword and tries to take a step back, but Yamanami manages to slip in before he can.
残念、1本動きが硬いわよ。もっと柔らかくしなきゃ。
そうですね。すみません。
しのちゃん、きちんと避けてみなさい。行くわよ。
Okta doesn't even have the time to lift her sword before Yamanami is in front of her.
油断大敵ね。はい、1本。
Yamanami bumps Okta's head as well, making her victory complete. And this is why... Fuck it, scroll to this as well. And this is why she's at the top, okay? This is why she's at the top.
すみません。精進します。
Yamanami defeated Okta, Hichigata, and Toyama as if it was child's play. If she got serious, just how dangerous could she be? Enough to kill someone. Wait.
稽古は楽しく元気よく。怒りに任せてやっちゃダメよ、さくらちゃん。
はい。申し訳ありません。
それから、あら、どうして使命くんがここにいるのかしら？
Oh, that's...
どうやら土方と沖田に用があるみたいです。では私はこれで失礼します。
Good. Toyama cuts me off before I can speak and quickly puts the dojo behind her.
ふーん。それでどういった要件なのかしら？
I had a message from Kondo. He said he can't meet up with you tonight.
見回りには参加できぬってことか。わかった。
Wait, but what if there's a fire that... What if a fire breaks out and he's not there to patrol?
局長の代わりに私が同行しよう。土方、それでいいか？
お、それで構わないぜ。
That's all. So I'll be on my way.
ちょっと待って、使命くん。さては、さくらちゃんと何かあった？図星
Someone's gonna die if one Shikigami doesn't patrol the tonight. How did you?
顔に出てるわよ、顔に。
Well, we just had a little argument.
いつも通り。ようわからんけど怒らせたってわけか。
さくらちゃんはああ見えて繊細な子だからね。もっと優しく接してあげないとダメよ。
Nah, she doesn't respect me, so I'm not gonna respect her. I had intended to be.
適当に謝るか、忘れてくれるまで待てばいいんじゃねえかな。
That's definitely wrong.
だったら知らん。俺はそういううじうじしたのはめんどくさくて嫌いだ。
私も土方に同意だ。
You two.
よし、ここはお姉さんに任せなさい。
What? I feel like leaving it up to Yamanami could make things even worse.
とりあえず使命くんはさくらちゃんと話をしなさい。きっと今は着替え終わって自分の部屋で心を落ち着かせてるはずだからね。
Oh.
考えるより行動。それいけ、仲間ち奉行。
Yamanami pushes on my back, forcing me out of the dojo. I head to Toyama's room just as I was told, but knowing she's going to complain really dampens the mood. This fucking MILF, I hate her. I love her. I swear to God, I swear to fucking God, if she's changing, like, I really don't think talking right now will resolve anything. But that doesn't mean I can't ignore Yamanami's encouragement either. I guess I should start by apologizing for not knowing about the Nezumi Kozo thing. I take a deep breath and ready myself to harden my resolve. Knock on the fucking... Okay. You don't open the door until she says something. Toyama, do you have a moment? I knock lightly on the door, but there's no response. But I can hear noises and muttering from inside the room. Is she ignoring me on purpose? Still, though, I should say what I came to say. I take a deep breath, open the door, and head inside. However, I quickly lose the breath I'm holding in. Okay. It isn't her changing, okay? I'll give the game that. It isn't her changing. Thank God, because they already did this fucking shit last chapter with Rimu and Kome. So I'll give the game that. She did indeed change. Unlike what Yamanami said before, in failing to tell Shime that the bath times changed. She hugs a plush bear tightly to her body as she bumbles to herself. Didn't she notice me coming in? Let's try and leave without her noticing. I back up slowly, carefully trying to erase my existence. The trainer floorboards creak. MC's got sneak 0, bro. Her eyes meet my own, and we both just stare silently. We're frozen in place for what feels like an eternity. Then Toyama's eyes widen, and her cheeks go red. This is bad. Yamanami, you officially murdered me. Look, he knocked this time, okay? So it's on you for not listening. But like I said, don't open the fucking door, bro. Toyama screams with anger, her voice echoing through the dorm. Knock harder. Look, Dexter, that's what Karen did in MML, and she fucking burst a hole through the door. I don't think those rice paper doors are going to hold much, even as weak as the main character is, right? I don't think he's... Sorry, I wasn't trying to peek. This is what you think. I just wanted to talk with you, and I know I'm not about to talk my way out of this. Okay, well that's where you're wrong, right? He did knock. I did knock. I'm not lying, I swear. Okay, I'll give you that one. You're right. I'm truly sorry. He clearly didn't learn his mistakes from last time. From the last time he walked in on 3 girls who were changing. He's absolutely right. I should have knocked again. My mental preparation be damned. It's my own fault for not doing things properly. I really didn't mean to. Right. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Look, the only person that would be okay with Shime not knocking is Rimu. And that's why she's at the top. And Yamanami, but you know, she doesn't have any romance scenes. She doesn't have a romance route. Things are even worse now. There really is no saving this. Maybe Kome. Sure, but like, the difference between Rimu and Kome is Rimu is fully aware. Meanwhile, Kome is ignorant to the how do I say, lecherous gaze. It's just how many things can go wrong in one day. I've ruined every attempt at mending things with her. There's no way she'll talk it over calmly, no matter what I say to her now.
あらあら、どうやらさくらちゃんのこともっと怒らせちゃったみたいね。
Yeah, well, my timing was a little off. I better not tell the others about Toyama's stuffed animal. Everyone has a secret or two. It isn't my place to expose her.
この世の終わりみたいな顔になってるわよ。ほら、笑顔笑顔。ここで話してたらまたさくらちゃんに怒鳴られそうだし、今に行きましょう。そもそもどうしてしめいくんはさくらちゃんと喧嘩することになっちゃったの？
Dexter, remember, you can't delete your messages. Okay? What the fuck you post? It's a long story, but I think this is what started it. I tell Yamanami about the Nezumi Kozo article and what happened at Kitamachi Magistrate office in the past. It isn't that bad. Yeah, lusty and submissive gaze is not bad.
なるほどね。そのネズミ小僧ってのをしめいくんが話題に出しちゃったから怒ってるのね。
I think so. He must be a chivalrous thief, but he is a thief after all. I spoke of it too lightly, I think, and now.
さくらちゃんが不機嫌になるのも無理ない話だとは思うし、不愉快な話題には違いないわね。
Yeah, I need to be more careful about that in the future.
しめくんはネズミ小僧のことをどう思ってるのかしら？
Me? As I said earlier, he's a chivalrous thief, but still a thief. That's all.
私はどっちかっていうと嫌いじゃないんだけどね。ネズミ小僧。
What do you mean by that? Also, you have the sexual themes label. That's not a good example. That's not a good argument.
あなたたちは昔のネズミ小僧について記録でしか見たことがないでしょ？
Well, it was before my time.
私みたいな年頃の女の子は当時はみんなネズミ小僧に憧れてたりしてたわよ。
Look, on Discord, you could probably be more lenient, but just freedom of speech on Twitch, that doesn't exist. Not with fucking Dan Clancy, the CEO. A crush?
嫌な金持ちから金銭を奪い、善良な貧民にばらまく義賊。まさに正義の味方って感じだった。だから捕らえられた時は本当に残念だったわね。
Toyama and I both come from high-class backgrounds. From our perspective, the man is a criminal. But to the ordinary people, he looks like he's on the side of justice. Maybe even a hero.
だから今回のこともしばらくは街で噂が続くんじゃないかしら。
You're right. That's why I should be more careful. Nezumi Kozo was locked up 16 years ago. That makes Yamanami how old?
何か失礼なこと考えてない？しめくん。
No, I would never.
ま、とにかくさくらちゃんと仲直りしたいわけね。
Yes. Make up, or how should I put this?
ここで待っててね。今さくらちゃんを呼んでくるから。
Okay, wait, here? No, that's not... Yamanami is gone before I can stop her. I don't have the slightest doubt that Toyama will still be in a bad mood after our encounter earlier. I can't talk about the stuffed animal in front of Yamanami, so what should I...
ということで連れてきたわよ。
今さら何の用だ？
Well, you see...
あのね、しめくんが今日のお詫びに腰掛け案にでも一緒にどうかなって。
That's a good way of apologizing. What? No, I...
断ります。今日はこいつ大岡と一緒に行動はしたくありませんから。
Well, considering this is your chapter, you're probably gonna have to with when he starts investigating. She didn't even pause to think before rejecting me.
ダメよさくらちゃん。男の子の誘いを無下にしちゃう。
ですがいろいろと事情がありますので。
She's right. We don't have to...
仲直りの印に腰掛け案。二人ともいい加減に大人なんだから区切りをつけて。
God damn it. Why'd it have to be such a long sentence? Because you're a bitch.
ですが
But Toyama doesn't seem to want to go, and I don't want...
これ以上ぶつくさしつこく言うのなら引きずってでも連れて行っちゃうけど。
I stop to imagine the sight of Yamanami dragging us there. She might actually do it.
行きます。
Fine. What?
周りが気を使ってくれてる間に仲直りしなきゃダメだからね。
はい。いろいろと迷惑かけました。
Apologies.
分かってるならよし。それじゃいってらっしゃい。
With nothing to talk about, we take our seats in silence. Wouldn't even look at each other. Just sit there and with a vague awkwardness between us. Toyama.
白玉あんみつ、桜餅に緑茶、それからわらび餅2つ。
You're going to eat that much?
これで手を打ってやる。もちろんお前のおごりだ。文句はないよな。
Of course. It is my treat. I placed Toyama's order and added an order of warabi mochi on for myself.
いろいろと私も大人げなかったことは謝る。すまない。
Oh, so she is aware that she was acting irrationally. Wow, she's so grown up. No, I'm the one who just started chatting about the newspaper without thinking of the consequences. No, I'm sorry. No, what?
新聞うんぬんネズミ小僧どうたらは別にいい。それ以外で大岡には聞きたいことがある。
Me? The slightly eased tension is already getting heavy again. This should be a serious look before taking a deep breath.
さっきのこと誰にも言ってないよな。
Earlier? What do you mean?
あれだ、お前が私の部屋で見たあのことだ。
Oh, the stuffed bear.
皆まで言うな、口に出すなバカ。
Sorry. Thanks to Toyama's outburst, everyone is staring at us now.
まあなんだ、なんでもない。あ
You're the one who attracted attention, okay? Right. It's nothing at all. We quickly forced some smiles and tried to laugh the prying eyes off. They quickly lose interest and return to their own conversations.
まったく、もう少し考えてから喋ってくれ。
They only looked because you yelled at him. What? Sorry, I really am. I'll be more careful. I would never tell anyone about what I saw.
いや、まあ隠すようなことでもないんだが、そうしてくれるならありがたい。
Yeah, don't bring up the topic. You seem to have quite a few more in your room. Do you like those?
好きというか、ただの趣味だ。お前の本と同じで、集めるのが趣味なんだ。
I'm at least willing to admit that I like books, though.
それにあのクマは、少しだけ特別なだけだ。
Special? What do you mean? Would you mind telling me more?
いや、まあいいが。あ、来たぞ。
Our order arrives on the table before us.
食べながら話そう。あれは昔、おぼろげだが15年以上前の話だ。
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
夜も更け、私が眠りにつこうとしていた時だった。庭の方で気になって恐る恐る庭に出ると、あのぬいぐるみが落ちていたんだ。夜も更け、私が眠りにつこうとしていた時だった。庭の方で何やら物音がしたんだ。夕方には何もなかったことは記憶にある。そしてそれから庭には誰も入っていないのも覚えている。
It was the fucking thief. So it just fell from the sky?
ああ、私はそれを父上に言うと取り上げられると思い、大事に保管した。
Kagetora does seem like he would take it.
そうして今に至るというわけだ。
Did he never buy you cute things back then?
父上がそんなことをすると思うか？
Oh, I suppose not. He must have been drilled incessantly in the ways of sword and brush since she was young. Maybe I can understand why she's let her hobby bloom so much in the dorm.
とにかく、そういうわけで大切なものなんだ。だから、おいそれと他人に言うなよ。
I understand. It'll be our little secret. I won't tell anyone.
感謝する。では、食べ終わったことだし私は帰る。
Huh? Wait, you finished already? Only the occasional crumb is left on her plate. And I haven't even taken a bite of my warabi mochi.
支払いは任せた。じゃあ。
She must have been eating while she spoke. But how did she pack all that away without my noticing? Solve one of Toyama's great mysteries. another appears in his place. Yeah, but I don't want them to be solved. I don't want... It's been a long day, but thanks to Yamanami's help, Toyama's mood is back at a more normal level. She seems a little more open with everyone compared to the first day we met, I think. If she'd be a bit more cooperative, it would make things much easier. If we ever find ourselves fighting during a trial, she might not be able to remain impartial. I hope that never happens, but...
使命くん、ちょっといいかしら。
That she links to the criminal. Yeah, come on in.
お休みのところ悪いんだけど、近藤さんがお呼びよ。すぐに執務室に来るようにって。
At this hour? Is it a case?
詳しくは聞いていないけど、多分そうじゃないかしら。じゃ、よろしくね。
Even if we aren't going to investigate at this hour, it must be a case. I quickly make myself presentable before rushing to the office.
大岡も呼ばれたということはそういうことか。
Kondo isn't in the office when I arrive, but Toyama is. It certainly seems like something has happened. We wait for a bit, and eventually Kondo makes his way into the office.
おお、揃ってるか。使命君に遠山君。夜遅くに呼んでしまってすまんな。
No, it's fine.
お気遣いなく。それよりもどういった要件でしょうか。
少し厄介な事件が舞い込んできてな。明日その捜査をすることになった。二人には先に話を通しておいて心構えをしてほしくてな。
Okay. What kind of case is it?
世間を騒がせていたネズミ小僧を捕らえた。それについての事件だ。
Of course. Nezumi Kozo? If you caught him so quickly, then he's sloppier than I expected.
やはりただの模倣犯だったか。それにそんな奴が後継者なわけがない。まったく。
いや、違う。どちらでもない。
Either. Then this Nezumi Kozo is...
16年前に世間を騒がせたネズミ小僧。その本人を捕まえたんだ。
That's impossible. He's supposed to be dead. You better not mess up the case. She has a clear conflict of interest in this case. You better not fuck this up.
みんな集まったな。今日は五木氷蔵を強盗殺害事件についての捜査を行う。
Of course there's a murder. Why wouldn't there be? This is Ace Attorney, right? Every case that we preside over has to be a murder case. Zhao Itsuki Gori. Okay, thanks game.
小梅君、事件の詳細を皆に説明してくれ。
はい、わかりました。では皆さん、説明させていただきます。昨夜未明、五木氷家の地下室で五木氷蔵王さんが遺体で発見されました。死因は出血死、胸に1箇所何かで刺したような跡、それから腹に大きな切り傷。凶器は短刀が1つ、遺体のそばから見つかりました。
Obtained iron bloody sword, a short sword covered in blood. This is the weapon used to kill Zhao Itsukigami. Itsukigori. It was beside the corpse.
下手人として捕まった者は本名不明、通称ネズミ小僧。自分が殺したと自白しています。 屋敷の地下からは先日長屋でばらまかれたであろう小判が盗まれていました。金額の詳細は不明ですが、万両箱が荒らされているのを確認しています。現在分かっている情報は以上です。
Is the weapon near a corpse even the real weapon? Like, come on. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Zhao Itsuki was the copycat Nezumi Kozo, and then Nezumi Kozo comes out and kills him. Or, once again, it's not going to be Nezumi Kozo, because it's never going to be the first person you suspect, and he's admitting to murdering Itsuki because of something else, I don't know.
小梅君ご苦労。聞いての通り、情報はこれだけだ。資料を配るから目を通せ。
もしかして被害者の五木氷蔵王って五木氷家ですか？
ああ、そうだ。幕府も懇意にしている御用領外で、その中でも筆頭の10人領外。
That's quite the big deal. He's much more important than this entire office.
下手しなくても地位的には老中と同じぐらいの権力を持ってる人物だな。
それよりもネズミ小僧についてもっと詳しく教えてもらいたい。16年前に北町で死罪にした者がなぜ生きている？
本人がそう名乗っています。ですが今回の事件の詳細については口を閉ざしたままです。
つまりそいつが本物ではない可能性が高いということだな。
いや、確実に本人だ。16年前の事件についての詳細を事細かに覚えていたからな。
それは我々でも知っている情報で、
事件資料を見なければわからない情報までも知っていた。
でも公式に死罪にしたのは事実なんですよね。
事実だ。蘇ってきたのか、はたまた死んでいなかったのか、正直よく分かっていない。
父上が裁いた罪人が生きているわけがない。偽物に決まっている。
盗っ人の話はもういい。それより盗まれた小判の総額が不明なのはどうしてだ？
現在五木氷家の会計士の方が勘定中です。おそらく今日には試算が終わると言っていました。
大課長一番の金持ちの死、蘇ったネズミ小僧。なんだか変な物語でも読んでる気分だね。
Yeah.
それだけ大きな事件だ。気合を入れてかかれ。では半分けを。
ダメですって。今は会議中ですから後に。
うるさい。そこをのけ山並み。
Fuck off.
ゲーゲーのゲー。
A very familiar elderly voice is arguing with Yamanami outside of the room. Yamanami can't stop the older man, and he roughly throws open the sliding door of the situation room.
揃うておるではないか。まったく会議なんぞで時間を浪費している暇がよくあるの。
永井様、今は重大な事件についての会議中です。
それについて話があるからわざわざわしがここまで足を運んだのだろうが。
と申しますと、
こたびの犯人はネズミ小僧。義賊だなんだともてはやされてはおるが、所詮は罪人。死罪となった罪人が生きておったとなれば、奉行所並びに幕府の沽券に関わる。
It's not my fault that he was not dead, even though he was sentenced to it. Blame Sakura's dad for that one.
事件が公にならぬうちにさっさと裁いて収束させよ。よいな。
永井様、それは北町奉行所の汚点にもなり得るということでしょうか。
It should only affect the Kitamachi Magistrate's office. Why is it on us to solve their case?
お前は確か遠山の。その通り。影虎の裁きがいい加減なものだと証明するようなことだからの。非常にまずい事態だわい。
ですが、まずは正当性を持ってことに当たることが大事かと思います。故に今日中にしっかりと調べ裁きを行いますので、ご心配なさらずともよいかと。
殊勝なことだの。では今日中に裁きを行い、奴を確実に死罪にしろ。よいな。
は、父の名を汚さぬようお任せください。
では。
The guy, having said his piece, takes his leave from the office with his head held high.
たびたび申し訳ありません。父上が突然中町奉行所を訪れたいと言い出しまして。
Thanks. I still don't trust you. You're probably going to be the main villain at the end of the game.
お気になさらず、お気持ちは十分にわかりますので。
You're probably gonna the like one of the last cases in the game is probably gonna be Nagai being killed. We're all gonna celebrate, but then we're gonna have to figure out who killed him, and it's gonna end up being his son. All right.
自分勝手なのは相変わらずで、本当皆様にはご迷惑ばかりをかけてしまって。
大丈夫ですよ。光吉さんが頭を下げることはありませんからね。
Or planned by his son. Yeah, if he really is too big of a weenie, he would have probably planned out his father's murder and then hired a hitman to do it.
はあ、山並さんにもいろいろ無作法を働いたみたいですみません。
Look, it's cliche, but it's not out of the realm of possibility.
こう見えても新選組ですから、突き飛ばされるくらいで怪我なんかしませんよ。
Yeah, Shinsen Gumi. I keep forgetting that's how it's said. That's what they're called.
光吉さん、私からもちょっとお話がありますし、この後お時間よろしいですか？
もちろん。私はこの後の予定はありませんから。
あ、それなら好都合。このまま一緒に行きましょう。そういうことで行ってきますね。
Now we take Mitsuyoshi with her leaving the office. But why aren't you picking me? What? Never mind.
相変わらずあのじいさんは好き勝手に言ってくれるね。
気に食わない。対面だけを気にするくだらない思考だ。
あんまり文句言うなよ。どこで誰に聞かれてるかわかんねえんだから。
Pondo, don't you think a trial today is a little too rushed?
あのまま俺が割って入らなければ、今すぐに裁きを始めることになっていただろう。
What?
少しでも時間を延ばしたつもりだ。まあ、もし今日裁きを開けなくても気にするな。 長井様に関しては俺と山並みでどうにかこうにかやっておく。お前たちは捜査に集中しろ。
Yeah, thank you very much.
うん。それでは班を決める。平賀君と使命君、小梅君と土方、篠は単独で捜査。捜査場所に関しては。
お待ちください。私の名前が呼ばれなかったようですが、聞き間違いでしょうか？
聞き間違いではない。遠山君には捜査から外れてもらう。
なぜですか？
Because there is a clear conflict of interest, and we don't want your emotions to play a role in the investigation. It's not that hard to think about.
なぜって自分で気がつかないのか？
You have already shown off your lack of emotional maturity in the way you sparred with Okita the other day. You are unable to control your emotions to the point where you would not sabotage the investigation.
気がつかないとは。
長井様の言葉に対して首を突っ込み、仲町奉行所の全員を危険にさらした。
Case in point.
遠山君は北町奉行所ではなく中町奉行所に勤めているはずだ。違う。
それはそうですが。
己の勝手な行動で皆を巻き込むようなものは必要ない。確実に死罪しろに対してお任せをだと。ふざけるのも大概にしろ。個人的な感情を乗せて死罪にするのならそれはただの殺人だ。反論はあるか。
Thank you, Kondo. At least someone's telling him. At least someone is putting her in her place.
いえ、申し訳ありません。
It has been about a year since I came to the Nakami. A year? Jesus Christ! How big are the fucking time skips between chapters? Jesus Christ! It has been about a year since I came to the Nakamachi Magistrate's office. But this is the first time I've seen Kondo lose his cool. Wait, that means Sakura's been fucking this cold towards her friends, her co-workers. Sure, for like a whole ass year. He didn't leave her the slightest room to argue. I was like, I'm sure it's only been like a few months at least, but like, no. A bit more than that. But I do understand why Toyama got so heated about the topic. She can hardly be content to sit on the sidelines and let things play out without her. Excuse me, Kondo. May I ask something? May I say something?
どうした、使命君。何かあるのか。
Here it is. I can't believe Shime is gonna be like, Sakura could assist me. I forget taking Toyama out of the investigation.
それで。
Yeah, explain. Yes, she did cross the line with what she said earlier, however.
ちょっと待て、使命君。その話は長くなりそうだな。
Yes.
先に編成を組み直す。平賀君と土方は小判がばらまかれた長屋通りを捜査しろ。
わかりました。じゃ、さっさと行きますね。
But like,
行くぞ。
Give me back my Rimu.
わかったってば、押さないでよ。
Oh fucking Sakura. At least give me Okita. Like, come on,
小梅
man.
君と篠は五木剛利家とネズミ小僧に関する情報を集めてこい。場所は自由だ。
わかりました。河合、ついてこい。ここにいても仕方ない。
Chapter is going to be a nightmare. I just hope that they redeem her character. Like, that is the least they can do.
はい頑張ります。
さてと、少し外に出るか。それで、遠山くんを捜査から外すべきではないと考えているんだな。
Right. I understand that she is personally involved in this case, but I think that that's all the more reason to keep her on it.
それはどうして?
Yeah, explain why a conflict of interest is good to have on the case. If she can overcome her personal feelings on this case, then if it happens again,
対処できるようになるか。遠山くんはどう考える?
That's a big if, Shime!
私はできることなら捜査から外してほしくはありません。
昨晩勝手に捜査したことについてはどう考える?
What are you talking about?
自分一人で市中捜査をしていた。夜中皆が寝静まった後に。
やる気があるのは構わない。だが連携を乱すような行為は許されない。そういうことだから、使命君、遠山君をそばに置いて捜査するなら構わない。
God fucking damn it. Yes, I'll bring her. I'm sure having her with me will be a great help.
お前。
Yeah, be grateful, bitch.
よろしい。では、使命君と遠山君は事件現場周辺を捜査しろ。中町奉行所の牢にネズミ小僧を捕らえている。まずはそいつに会って話をしてこい。15時頃には戻ること。日が昇っているうちに一度裁きをする。では、解散。
頼んでもいないのに勝手なことをしてくれたものだな。
I didn't do it so you'd owe me one. I just didn't want you to regret anything. You wouldn't want this to end with any regrets either, right, Toyama?
私に説教でもするつもりか？くだらない会話をするぐらいなら捜査をした方がいい。牢に捕らえられているネズミ小僧に会って真相を確かめるぞ。
Stop. Just... Well, we'll be on this investigation together at least. That's not a good thing. That... Fucking Christ. Alright. Investigating alone. Why did you go out investigating on your own last night?
そのことについては話したくない。
Then get the fuck up! But...
これ以上詮索するなら一人で捜査するが、それで困るのはお互い様だ。
No! I'm the reason you're allowed to investigate! Alright? You little shit!
なのでこの話題はこれでしまいにしろ。以上だ。
Strict as always. No! You fucking push her on this shit! And... Yep, okay. Itamachi and Nezumi Kozo. It's hard to believe that Nezumi Kozo, who was sentenced by Kagetora himself, not only still lives, but has murdered someone.
父上が手を抜いて裁きをするなどありえない。だからそいつは絶対に偽物だ。
True. It's only difficult to imagine that a man sentenced to death by Kagetora could survive.
遠山の名を汚すような存在だ。どのような理由であれ、罪は償ってもらおう。
It wouldn't be wrong to say that this jeopardizes the reputation of the Kitamachi Magistrate's office. I don't know, I think there's a certain someone who wish we could skip this. I fucking wish. Alright. Let's... Wrong thing. Enter building. Second floor. Korme will be saved for last. Let's actually see if there's other things that are different in everyone else's room. Outside of the fact that I think there are more books on this shelf than the last time. I'm trying not to accumulate too many books, but they're really starting to pile up. I should try not to buy so many, but this really does show off that it has been a year. I've got quite a pile of paperwork to go through. I hope to clear it up this week, but unlucky. Still 1 days off, even when I go out into town more often than not. I'm wearing my magistrate's uniform. If I had to choose my own clothes, I don't have the confidence. I don't have the confidence that I'd walk out very fashionable. Right. Next to the shelf. You mean the shogi board? Shogi, my best friend. I've had a few serious games with Tojo, but he's wiped the floor with me every time. Now I think of it, I've not had it out with Saotome yet. I should ask her next time. Lagging, buffering. All right, I don't think I need to look at everyone's cushion. That's a lot of books. Kind of his room changed with the seasons. He says he doesn't need them anymore once he's read them through. I like to collect them, so I end up with piles and piles. I could stand to learn something from him. I mean, everything else looks fairly the same. This has definitely changed. His clothes are all over the room. No wonder Yamanami won't clean in here anymore. Overflowing with trash, Yamanami and he said Hijikata's room is a war zone, and she refuses to clean it. Well, that just means she wants him to do something about it on his own. I feel like Hijikata. His erotic prints are hardly even hidden anymore. I guess since Yamanami doesn't come around to clean, he doesn't see any reason to bother. Half-eaten bowl of egg over rice. There's even rice on the floor. I thought I smelled something nice from his room last night. I guess this was it. This is from last night? Bruh. Yeah, everything else I'm... Alright, Yamanami. I told her I wanted one of these, and she said that... said this was a gift, and she didn't have another. I'm still sad. It was empty. It looked like... Yeah, it looks like she ends up pulling things out of here often. She seems to enjoy them these stronger storage methods, bags or simple wrappings. Koshikakean specialty flour yokan. It looks great and tastes wonderful. It's the perfect gift. She probably got that from someone. Various accessories, hair ornaments, books and alcohol, everyone around. Everything anyone could ever need is in here. It's like a one-stop shop. I think she mentioned that she got all of these things as gifts. Of course she did. You need to see if MC sniffs Sakura's pillow again. Yeah, I do, don't I? First of all, creepy ass doll. What the fuck? And where's the bear that she was holding in the CG? Books about confectionery and dolls. Where did she get such a cute doll? with those beady eyes, like they are staring into your soul. And this book about sweets only just came out. She really loves her snacks. There's a lot of folds in this. It looks like it's been a used pillow. It's been used as a pillow. I get that. I totally get that. It's just the right height. He didn't say anything about sniffing it, so the second volume of a romance novel called Scattered Autumn Leaves, about the love between a well-to-do samurai and a poor village girl. Book ends with the samurai confessing his love, but the village woman turns him down, fearing she'll drag down his social standing. It looks like the samurai hasn't given up. I want to know what happens next. Of course she's got a romance novel. What? Yeah, novel. There are a lot of sewing items inside. Did Toyama make that doll? No, there's no way. No wonder it looks so creepy. It's a small gift box, but inside was an assorted pile of fabric scraps. There's a lot of thread laying around. It looks like she made something recently. I wonder why. I wonder what. That doll. No, there's no way. Looks like a fucking voodoo doll, bro. Get out of here. What? Where the fuck did it... Giant ass fish. What? It's a large stuffed mackerel. When did Okita buy something like this? As usual, there's hardly any proof it was used. Is Okita really not interested in these things? What is it? What? Apparently I didn't click on it. This was a present from Yamanami. Apparently it doesn't look like it's been used. There's a note with it that says, I brought this for my adorable Shino. It's important to dress up sometimes. I mean, I think she's already established how much of a tomboy she is at this point. The fish fetishes continues. Listen, I think last time she wanted to. I think she just wanted to eat. Him, Saba, fucking what is his name again? The mackerel. This definitely has the biggest change. Her tools hanging in organized fashion on a mesh shelf built behind her desk. I have no idea how to use any of them. She told me about them once, but I don't remember any of it. Let me see. That's probably a flashlight, right? You've got spanners, you've got hammers, probably a chisel. These are like vice grips. Not a vice grip, essentially. She added a backrest to a cushion. There's the vice grip, but like these are how would I say? Why does she have a fish plushie then? So that she can nibble on it when she's sleeping. The original floor cushion had just disappeared one day. Rima replaced it with a chair of her own creation. I hear it's comfortable, but she could still use further improvements. Yeah, I could see one. Like, I don't think you should have... I don't think you should have the cushion bolted into... I don't think you should have the backrest bolted into the cushion. Putting too much weight on it is probably going to break it. Full of excess scraps of material like wood and copper. Copper? You never guessed this was a woman's room from this trash can. She's turned her desk into a workbench. She made a lot of improvements. The tatami has disappeared under wooden planks. Rima says this is only the beginning. Ah, okay. What on earth is she planning to do? I wonder. I am very curious as to what she's planning to do. Always leaves a window. Okay, I wasn't looking at the window. I was looking at the telescope, but apparently I guess we'll never get to see it. Oh, hell nah. She got a doll as well. Books from me, plus embroidered dolls, balls, dolls, and a jack in the box. An elastic... Wait. An eclectic assortment. Eclectic assortment. Jesus Christ. I can't say anything. Speak. That's... You can tell who gave her who gave her what. Yeah, I'm pretty cushioned. Yamanami must have given her this when the old one started to get flat. Not just the padding, she replaced the whole cushion with a brand new one. How nice. Smells just like her. I mean... it's including the day she moved in. Komei always transfers her trash to the bin kitchen before she goes to bed. Her room is always spotless. She really has it together. Koshikake and seasonal specialty rock candy. You can tell she's rationing it carefully. Her supply only ever increases. But they fit the room well. I can understand how she'd come to display them. Australian is not affected. Unbelievable. Alright, now that we've seen all of the rooms, let's fucking get out of here. Yeah, this is interesting. I can look around the fucking other rooms, but like the only one that actually changes are the dorm rooms for the people. All right, fucking let's see what it looks like. He really does look like a fucking poor person. Are you Nezumi Kozo?
そうだ。俺がネズミ小僧。当然だが、偽名に継承なんざつけなくてもいい。
I'm the magistrate of Nakamachi, Shimeoka. I have some things I'd like to ask you.
お前が町奉行だと？はっ、随分となよなよしたやつだな。
Hot calling the kettle black, Jesus Christ. What do you... Says
お前
you.
こそ、随分とみすぼらしい格好をしているな。身なりぐらい整えたらどうなんだ。
God damn it, Sakura. Why'd you have to point that out? Wait.
あんたらと違って金に余裕がないもんでね。そういうお前は何者だ？
北町奉行遠山影虎の娘、遠山さくらだ。お前を死罪にした町奉行の娘と言えばいいか？
人生ってのはなかなかうまくいかねえもんだな。
死んだネズミ小僧が蘇るわけがない。お前の本当の姿を暴いてやるから覚悟しておけ。
Yeah, you're right. This really is a small world.
お手柔らかに頼むぜ、影虎の娘。それから町奉行さんよ。
Alright, let's start off with Zhao Itsukigori's murder. You've been arrested on suspicion of murdering Zhao Itsukigori, so...
待て。俺はザオを殺害した容疑で捕まってるんじゃねえ。
But I was told you admitted to killing him.
ザオを殺害した犯人だから捕まってんだ。そこを間違えるなよ。
ならば、さっさとどうやって殺したのか喋ってもらおうか。
Yeah.
どのように？現場を見りゃ一目瞭然だろうが。
He just wants to...
もねえだろ。
He just wants you to make sure you're very well aware that he killed someone. That he killed Zhao Itsukigori. There's definitely nothing suspicious there with how adamant he is on telling you that he killed someone. So we'll find definitive proof that you were the one who killed him by examining the scene.
俺が殺したっつってんだろ。何度も言わせるな。
So the evidence that would have been left behind had you wanted to find had you wanted to prove that you actually killed Zhao Itsukigori's in there.
捜査だ、聞き込みだ。そんなもんはいらねえからさっさと裁け。時間の無駄だ。
He's confessing to the crime, but he doesn't want to talk about the details. It's very sus. Why'd you kill him? Why'd you kill Zhao Itsukigori?
大課長を牛耳る氷菓子の五木氷家。金を盗んでも痛くも痒くもねえ金持ち。あんな奴が生きていたら 皆が不幸になる。だから殺した、それだけさ。
結局は気に入らないから殺しただけか。義賊とは名ばかりだな。
ああ、そうさ。俺は好き勝手に金を盗んでばらまくのが生きがいなんだよ。
Excuse me, but then why have you stayed hidden for the last 16 years? If you're really the Nezumi Kozo, I can't imagine you lying low for that long.
そりゃそうだ。俺も自由の身になっていたらずっと盗みをやっていたさ。
自由も何も本物は死罪になっている。貴様はただの模倣犯だ。
どうしてもそう思いたいみたいだな。残念ながら俺は本物だよ。なぜならこの16年間、あの忌まわしき蔵王の地下牢に監禁されていたのさ。
I mean, I was gonna say, like, probably that checks out. That would check out if that was true.
監禁だと。
金持ちにとっちゃネズミ小僧は殺したいほど憎い存在だったんだろう。幕府に金でも払って俺を監禁して生き地獄をずっと味わわせたかったんだろうな。だから俺は復讐のために機会を伺って蔵王をぶっ殺した。文句あるか？
If this is the real Nezumi Kozo, then how scary is the Itsuku Gori family? Nezumi Kozo and Zhao. Nezumi Kozo was imprisoned in Zhao's basement for 16 years. He says those long years were like hell for him, and he killed Zhao for revenge. Do you think he is real? Yes. Anything else? Yes. Confinement versus death penalty. You were sentenced to death. Why were you only imprisoned?
知らねえ。気がついたらあの地下牢にいた。てっきり俺は打ち首にされるもんだと思ってたけどな。待てど暮らせどその日は来ねえ。そうして待っていたのは死よりも苦しい生き地獄だったってわけさ。
父上が貴様を金で売るなど考えられない。何か隠しているな。
蔵王に頭が上がらないのは幕府全体だろうが。蔵王が俺を引き渡せと言えばいやおうなく従うしかなかったんだろうよ。
くだらない妄想もここまで来れば立派なものだな。
I mean, not wrong. His story does make sense, but
これ以上こいつの話を聞く必要はない。蔵王の屋敷に行こう。
死んだはずのネズミ小僧が生きてるのがそんなに気に食わねえか？
Very much so. I can guarantee she is.
ああ、気に障る。だから貴様を二度と喋ることができないようにしてやる。
He doesn't even try to hide it.
残りわずかな余生をこの牢獄で楽しむんだな。
Toyama, that's too far. We still haven't confirmed that he did it.
嘘偽りであったとしたら世間を騒がせた罪で死罪になる。北町ではそうする。
Kitamachi is famous for being harsh and emotionless, but thank you for your cooperation, Nezumi Kozo. We shall see you again later.
はいよ。ここで残りわずかな余生を楽しむことにするよ。
Yeah, let's go to Zhao's mansion. Look, this, like I've said before, these are times when emotions actually fucking sabotage the investigation. Thank God Shimei has no conflict of interest in this case, because so this is Zhao Itsuki home. Even the entrance is impressive. It would be the same thing as him trying to investigate the murder of his dad, right?
成金かと思っていたが、 趣味はそう悪くないようだな。質素ながらも質が良いものばかりだ。
すみません。五木郡家は今立て込んでおりまして、ご用の方は改めてお願いできれば。
Okay, you killed him. Sorry. Is someone working here?
はい。私は蔵王様の秘書をしております、井出葉月と申します。
I'm the magistrate from Nakamachi, Shimeoka. I came to investigate the recent incident.
私は目付の遠山さくらだ。
お奉行様でいらっしゃいましたか。これは大変失礼いたしました。現場の地下室へなら私がご案内いたしますが。
Yep, please do.
こちらが五木郡家の地下室です。蔵王様のご遺体はご命令によりそのままにしてあります。
This is the first time we've actually seen No, this is the first time we actually seen a whole ass dead body. Because like the first time he was already taken away, and the second time he was under rubble. They didn't even cover him with a mat of some kind.
ご苦労だった。主人の遺体を見るのは辛いだろうから下がっていいぞ。
And technically his dad wasn't dead when we found him. He was just dying.
いえ、昨日の今日で慣れてしまいましたから大丈夫です。それよりも私に何かできることがあれば遠慮なく申し付けてください。
Yes, thank you. We appreciate the offer.
私は邪魔にならないよう後ろで控えていますね。
You got used to seeing it. With that, Iraha withdraws to stand quietly by the entrance of the basement.
できた人物だな。さすが五木郡家当主の秘書を務めるだけはある。
Let's deal with our investigation quickly so the body can have the proper rights. Alright, before we talk to her, let's look around. One stab to the chest, and a long slash across the stomach.
担当でここまでやるとは相当な覚悟がなければ無理だろうな。
More than it would take to kill a man otherwise.
抵抗されようが返り血を浴びようが絶対に殺してやるという決心。そういった心構えがなければ担当でこういったことはできない。
Since you're much closer to your assailant, you need to be prepared.
鞘を腰に刺してはいるが、これは本人のではないだろうな。
How do you know?
腹を裂かれているのに、鞘には血がついていない。おそらく後から腰に刺したんだろう。
That works out. Was it placed there? Still, if Nezumi Kozo's story is true, I think his hatred for the man would have given him the necessary motivation. Alright, Zaotsuki Gori's body was killed by a short sword. There was no blood on the scabbard at his waist. Likely the sword attached there is not his own. Right. What nice armor. Fuck! Yep. Let's investigate that again. Alright, shall we?
本来の用途道具は使われてこそ意味がある。そう思わないか？
What nice armor!
実用性が伴わない美術品の武具か。存在に意味があるとは思えないな。
Do you have something that against display items like this?
本来の用途から離れて美術品になっているものは好みではない。
So you don't mind putting things on display if that's the purpose, like pictures or statues.
道具は使われてこそ意味がある。 そう思わないか？
You do have a point there. Fucking... What is that? An Akabeko carefully protected in a glass case.
他と違い、これだけガラスの容器に保存されている。何か意味が。
Something is carved on the back. To Grandpa from your grandchildren.
そういうわけか。孫からの贈り物。大切にするわけだ。
Interesting. This isn't 1,000 Ryo safe. Hell, it's 10,000 Ryo at all on its own.
1万両もの小判を保管できる金庫を持っている家なんて、ここぐらいだろうな。
There are still some coins inside, but probably not 10,000.
ネズミ小僧が盗んだにしても、一人でこの量を運ぶのは不可能だ。
So he took what he could and left what was too heavy. Obtained item safe. Large box that stores money. There is still some money in it, likely what Nezumi Kozo left behind. Alright, why is there a Jizo down here?
ここは蔵王の屋敷。何があっても不思議ではない。その地蔵もどうせ商品の一つで意味なんて求めるだけ無駄だ。
I suppose you're right. Sure, let's... An ornamental boat carrying the 7 lucky gods.
地下にあっては七福神も福を呼べないだろう。
Do you keep any lucky items like this around yourself?
しないな。大事なのは心の持ちようだ。物に頼って何かが変わるなら、世の中はもっと住みやすくなっているはずじゃないか？
You aren't wrong. A metal figurine of a dragon.
縁起物として置いておくにしても、地下にあっては意味がないだろうに。
That's the same thing. And then a portable shrine. Hang on. He probably wasn't using it for himself. It must be a product he intended to sell.
ほう、精巧に作られている。これは立派なものだ。
We probably shouldn't poke and prod it too much.
これでも、
It's
五木合力
okay.
に持
All
っ
of
ている
these
財のわずか
saves
一部分に過ぎな
are
いだろう
just
な。
yeah. They're all interactable. They're all one thing. What's down that way? It looks like it leads somewhere.
そちらはある男が囚われていた牢につながっています。
ネズミ小僧か？
はい。蔵王様に雇われていた私たちはそのことを今日まで知りませんでした。
Is it really true that no one who worked in the mansion knew about Nezumi Kozo?
ええ。なので今回の事件は本当に驚くばかりで。
嘘だな。もしここに閉じ込められていたとすれば、誰か世話人がいたはず。少なくとも蔵王ともう一人、この地下牢のことを知っている人物がいるはずだ。
ですが、この壁の向こうが地下牢だなんて、噂話にも聞いたことがありません。
壁？なるほど。地下に来たとしても、牢の様子は伺い知れないということか。
Looks like we need to speak with more people than just Ireha. That dungeon, the place in which Nezumi Kozo was imprisoned for 16 years. Ireha said no one knew about this. Likely story. Alright, let's talk. Who found him? Ireha, who discovered Zhao's body and when?
発見したのは私含めて、蔵王様に雇われている者たち数人です。蔵王様は時間を守る方で、昨日も夜から商談が入っていました。ですが、いくら待っても来られなかったので、皆で探し回りました。 屋敷をすべて回っても見当たらず、最後にみんなで覗いたのが地下室だったというわけです。
So nobody expected him to be down here, and nobody searched here at first.
それでいつ頃蔵王の遺体を発見した？
すでに日が落ちていましたから、20時あたりだったと思います。
Discovery of the body on April 8th at 8 p.m. The body was found in the basement. There were many people there when he was discovered. Alright. What kind of man was Zhao? Considering he locked up someone, I don't think he's a very good person. What kind of person was Zhao Itsuki-gori?
世間の噂ではかなりひどいことを言われていますが、真面目で誠実でお優しい方でした。
Except for the fact that he kidnapped someone.
氷菓子で金に汚いジジイだと世間では言われているが。
それは間違いです。蔵王様は決してそのようなことをする方ではありません。
蔵王はもうこの世にはいない。正直に喋ったところで咎める者は誰もいない。
何が言いたいのですか？
本当のところどうなのだと聞いている。火のないところに煙は立たないとも言うだろう。
本当に蔵王様は誠実なお人でした。世間の噂はすべて間違いです。
I don't trust you. I don't believe you.
果たしてそれはどうかな。
Me too. It's not the nicest way of putting it, but she certainly seems to have something in mind. I'll let her keep going for now. Zhao Itsuki-gori, despite his reputation for arrogance and usury, Zhao was actually a serious and honest man. Right. The underground jail and Nezumi Kozo.
蔵王が誠実だというのならば、この地下牢と囚われていたネズミ小僧についてはどう考える？
Fucking damn it. Sakura, stop bringing up things that I bring up.
わかりません。それが本当に蔵王様の仕業なのかも私は疑っています。
他の誰かがわざわざここに地下牢を作り、16年間も監禁していたと。
ですからわかりません。知らないことについては何も答えることができません。
立派な忠義だな。死んだ者に義理立てしたところで意味がないことがわからないか？
先ほどから聞いていますと、蔵王様に何か個人的な恨みでもあるのでしょうか？亡くなられた方に対してどうしてそこまでひどいことが言えるのですか？
I don't know, I think I can speak pretty ill of Michael Jackson. You know, as good of an artist as he was, he did a lot of things with children.
事実を事実として言っているだけだ。思いやりや感情で事件は解決しない。
Toyama, that's enough. You're not wrong, but you're going about it the wrong way.
事件の早期解決には必要な手段だ。邪魔するな。
Sakura, you wouldn't even be on the case if Shimei wasn't such a fucking weenie. That was really improving. I mean, you can't you can't always definitively prove that shit, right? With Michael Jackson, but like with the amount of stories that came out after he died, and the fucking documentary going about talking about it, like it's kind of it's kind of hard not to say that there wasn't something that was going on, right? I have to get in your way. A man is dead. Feelings irrelevant.
勝手にしろ。
Sakura. You're walking a fine line here. You know, I'm sorry for that. Please forgive Toyama. She went too far.
はい。ですが、次からは気をつけてください。 こんな捜査を続けるのならば、協力しない人たちも出てくると思いますので。
Our jobs just got a whole lot harder. And it's all thanks to fucking Sakura because she couldn't keep her emotions in check. Who would have guessed? Despite his reputation for arrogance and usury, Zhao is actually a serious and honest man. However, he also imprisoned Nezumi Kozo for 16 years. Anything else? No. Alright. Where to go next? Yep. And where are the others who work in the mansion?
現場保持のため、新選組が重要参考人以外は出入り禁止にしているはずだ。
I see. I'd like to speak with someone other than Iraha, but... Bro. Not the fucking sound effect. Oh, please don't mind. Are you injured at all?
大丈夫です。前を見てなくて、すみませんでした。では、私はこれで失礼します。
止まれ。そこの男は中町奉行大岡使命。私は目付の遠山桜だ。蔵王強盗殺害事件についての捜査をしている。職業と名を名乗れ。
Bro, it's been 12 minutes! Why so aggressive?
怪しいな。そもそもここは立ち入り禁止のはずなんだが、何をしている？
それはだって私は
Don't threaten the poor girl. I'm surprised you were able to do as much investigating as you did until now.
お前こそよくそんな軟弱な態度で今まで捜査できていたな。
Sakura, like I said, you're walking a fine fucking line, especially since you are.
ごめんなさい。もう二度と来ませんから帰りますから。
It's okay. First, take a deep breath. We won't get anywhere like this. First, we need her to calm down. No, she's crossed the line once she has actually affected the investigation, right? She's almost done it, right? She almost did it with these two witnesses. It hasn't happened yet. Who are you? Sorry, I'll be repeating myself a bit, but who are you?
ここの会計士をしています大滝龍です。
Otaki. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Shimeoka, Nakamachi's magistrate. I'm here to investigate the murder of Zhao Itsukigami. I hope we can work together.
はい。よろしくお願いします。
目付の遠山桜だ。
はい。
何をそんなに怯えている？私がお前に何かしたか？
Nah, you didn't do anything to her. Definitely not. Clearly you did. Please try to be a little more considerate, Toyama.
ごめんなさい。私がこんなんで、ごめんなさい。
Please don't worry about it. Would you mind if we talked a bit?
はい。
Alright. Who found him? When was Zhao Itsukigori's body found? And by whom?
確か昨日の20時頃で、最 最初に見つけたのは私です。
Interesting. The time matches up, but it's not exactly what Idaha told us. You're sure you're the one who found him first?
はい。だって私がいないとあの地下室へは入れませんから。
Right. Right. We checked it today, but we were able to get down there easily. Is it normally more difficult to access?
いいえ、地下室へ入るにはあるからくりを解除しなければならないのです。
The machine?
そう、からくりです。蔵王様自慢の仕掛けですごいんです。
自慢だかなんだか知らんが、さっさと種を明かせ。回りくどく話すな。
She was getting to it. Just shut up, Sakura.
すみません。
もう大行に怯えるな。まったく気に障るやつだ。
How did Toyama ever manage to get anything done until now? The trick to the basement. Calm down. You can take your time, so please tell us about the trick.
はい。地下室には鍵があって、それは普通の鍵じゃないんです。鍵束がこれでして、それぞれに色がついてます。
Wow. That's a lot of keys.
この中で正しいのは、今日はこれとこれとこれとこれとこれとこれです。
Today? The keys change daily?
はい。毎日不規則に変わります。なので、知らない限り絶対に開けられません。これを知るのは会計士である私と蔵王様の2人のみなんです。信頼の証なんです。
Okay. I think she needs to stop making herself so suspicious. Right? So she's established that she was the only one who's able to get into the basement. That's essentially all you need to fucking like make her a suspect. She was apparently the first person to find the body. It was at 8 p.m. So the timings match up. What if she's just trying to be honest? Okay, how do you explain? Well, okay, we don't know if we don't know if Nezumi got out, right? But if he did, that would be a pretty fucking that would be a pretty solid motive to someone could have watched them like other people, like other person. Not Nezumi, right? So unless they somehow got the keys from her and also figured out the code and went down to kill Zhao for whatever reason, why he would be down there, and then released Nezumi. I can't think of anyone other than the girl yet. I see. So everyone else entered the basement after you? After you.
物事は正確に正しくです。たとえ1秒でも遅れたら、それは第一にはなりませんから。
鍵束は証拠品として押収する。それからお前、隠し事はしていないだろうな。
私は何も隠し事なんて何も。
I guess I'll let it go this time, since she waited until I was done to ask. Oh, okay. That's definitely a large assortment of colored keys. The keyring needed to get into the basement, colorful and plentiful. Only Ryu Otaki and Zhao Itsukigori know how to open the door. April 18th, the body was found in the basement. Ryu or Taki was the first person who found it.
他に何かご用は
No, we're fine for now. We may come back again later.
後ほど。今ここで洗いざらい喋らせればいいだけじゃないか。拒否するようならば奉行所に連れて行き問いただすだけだ。
私は何も。
Fuyama, enough of that already. Enough of that already.
Buongiorno!
Huh?
ザオ様、ご希望の品が届きましたゆえ、お知らせに参りましたよ。
五木氷蔵王は死んだ。悪いが日を改めろ。
What? ザオ様が亡くなられた。なぜ？Why?
No, I'm already fed up with this character. I'm the Nakamachi Magistrate Shimeoka. We're currently investigating the murder of Zhao Itsukigori. So, if you would please.
なんとお奉行様でございましたか。これは申し遅れました。
Mind saying that again? Fuck you foreigners. Okay.
なんとお奉行様でございましたか。これは申し遅れました。三輪貿易商の高畑よりというもの、よろしくお願いいたします。
Yes, then Takahata.
なん高畑ではなくよりとお呼びください。南蛮では親しみを込めて名前で呼ぶのが主流なのでお願いします。 OK？
Okay.
いおりさん、事情は後ほどお話ししますからお引き取りください。本当に蔵王様は死んだんです。誰かに殺されて。ですから。
OK！ では手が空いた日にでも商品を受け取りに来てください。それではアディオース。
Adios. European? Yeah.
帰ったか。なんだあのうるさいやつは。
Apparently.
蔵王様からお金を借りている貿易商のヨーリさんです。家は向かい側のあれです。
Even though Sakura looks more European than he does. That's close. Do you think he saw us talking and came over on purpose?
その可能性はあるな。大岡と私に顔を覚えてもらおうとでも思ったのだろう。
But speaks English. Yeah. That's another thing. See, here's the thing, right? During this time, if the history is correct, if I'm thinking it's of the right period, Japan, the only trade from outside of their own country they allowed was from like the Netherlands, right? So I don't know why he's speaking English instead of Dutch. I want to ask him a few questions now.
奇遇だな。私もあのうさんくさい貿易商に用事ができたところだ。
Now then, Otaki, thank you for your help. We will be back later.
はい。それでは、私はこれで。
Otaki runs quickly down the hall and out of the mansion.
客観的に見た蔵王というものが何か知る必要がある。
If that man was not only Zhao's business associate, but also his neighbor, then his perspective is even more valuable. Let's go talk with Yori. Alright, This room is surprisingly empty for a trader's house. I guess we're just barging into his house.
ここに置いているのはあくまでも見せ物。実際の売り物は蔵にあるのだろう。
Western armor, a watch, and is that a statue? There are some strange things. There are so many strange things.
おーっと、これはようこそお越しくださいました。
A watch. Yeah, I don't think that's a watch. Thank you for earlier. I am...
自己紹介は結構。商売人たるもの、一度見聞きしたことは忘れませんから。それで、大岡様と遠山様は一体どのようなご用件で私の店に来られたのですかな？
I'd like to ask about the incident that happened at Zhao Ichigori. That happened to Zhao Ichigori.
もちろん。こんな私が何かのお役に立てるのならば、何でも聞いてください。
Then allow me to start by showing you the rough details of the case. I show Yori a paper with the bare minimum details written out.
ネズミ小僧がザオ様を。いえ、それより本当にザオ様は亡くなられてしまったのですね。
本当にとはどういう意味だ？
A watch? In this time period. I mean, watches were invented in around what, 16th century? Around there? So, you know. I think that dates I think that gives a definitive minimum year that this game could be out. This game could be set in, but
玄関先でのやりとり、私はてっきり冗談かと思っていたんですよ。ザオ様はああ見えて冗談がお好きな方でしたから。でも本当のことだとは。
So that's why he reacted the way he did.
昨晩あたりから蔵王の屋敷は騒がしくなっていたはずだが、知らなかったのか？
誰かを屋敷に呼んで余興をしているものかと思っていました。これよりも騒がしいことなんて日常茶飯事ですからね。
If you have some time, I have some questions I would like to ask. Alright, let's see. The people around Zhao Ichigori. Have you noticed anyone suspicious around Zhao Ichigori recently?
怪しい動きとは具体的にどのような動きでしょうかな？
Let's see. Like someone hanging around the house or a new visitor you'd never seen before?
そもそもあれだけのお金持ちですから何をやってもおかしいとは思えません。私たちのような小粒な人間からすればあの方の行動は全てが非常識。
I don't think you should consider yourself a commoner when you have a very lucrative job like trading.
怪しいだのなんだのと決めつけてみれば全てが怪しく見えてきてしまいますよ。
He does have a point. Zhao lived in a totally different world. Your relationship with Zhao. Yori, what kind of relationship did you have with Zhao Ichigori?
商売相手ですな。ザオ様がお望みの舶来品を私が取り寄せてくる。そんな感じです。
それは関係の一つでしかない。もう一つあるだろ
う。もう一つ？一体何のことですかな？
大滝龍という蔵王の会計士が言うには借金があるとのことだが。
あ、そのことでございますか。もちろん借金があります。
How big is your debt?
事業を拡大するにはお金が必要でしてね。それで蔵王様に借りたわけでございます。
Zhao Itzigigori, an important business associate, and also a valuable source of funds.
もっと細かに話せばキリがありませんが、乱暴に言えばそうなりますな。
Right. When was the last time you saw Zhao? When was the last time you met Zhao Itzigigori?
おとといですな。私の家、つまりはここで会ったのが最後です。
How did he seem that day?
至って普通でしたな。お金とご注文の品物についてのお話をしました。
Did he seem off?
何度も言いますが、特に何も。気になるのなら秘書のお月さんと会計士のお龍さんにも聞いてみればよろしいかと。大口の案件でしたので、お二人も私と蔵王様の話し合いにご一緒してましたからね。
It doesn't seem like much to do with the incident. I think we can leave it there.
おうか、これ以上話を聞いても無駄だ。次に行った方がいいだろう。
I agree. You're right. Thank you for your time.
いえいえ、次はぜひともお客さんとして来てください。お待ちしております。
There's no suspicious movement from those around him. It means it's safe to think the incident was internal.
イデハと大滝、両方にもう一度話を聞くべきだ。
Let's try to dig up a bit more.
高畑の話を聞く限り、あの二人は蔵王について回っているみたいじゃないか。
They were his secretary and accountant, after all. Idaha was probably around him most often.
当日と前夜の蔵王の行動を知れば、おのずと答えが見えてくるかもしれん。
Let's go back to the mansion and ask around a bit more. Question? What is it? Large folding screen is here as a sign for visitors to stay away. Right. We go into the basement?
すっごく怖かった。あの人、私を脅してきたんだよ。どうかしてるよ。
大丈夫だよ、お龍。何かあったら私が守ってあげるからね。
蔵王様は死んじゃうし、お屋敷は知らない人でいっぱい。どうなっちゃうんだろう。
どうなるんだろうね、私たち。お奉行様？
Sorry. We wanted to ask you a few questions.
はい、構いませんが。お龍、下がってていいよ。
では、私はこれで。
Sorry. I'd actually like to speak to both of you. I'm sure it's hard to handle right now, but please.
わかりました。
They're both a little guarded.
失礼をするなと言いたいんだろうが、私は私の信じることをするだけだ。
No! I don't think you should. I don't think you should handle anything. I haven't said anything.
お前は考えが顔に出る。不満を持って私を見ていただろうが、わからないとでも？
I should be more careful about that. Alright. South State on the day of the incident. Tell me how Zhao Itzigigori was acting on the day of the incident.
昨日は朝からずっと蔵王様の姿は見ていませんでした。
During the day? Not even before the scheduled meeting? that evening?
いえ、おとといの花火の予行演習がありましたよね。あの日は宴会だったんです。お酒が入った次の日は、夜の予定が来るまでいつも自室で寝るのが恒例でした。なので昨日は夜になるまでは睡眠の邪魔をしないようにしていたんです。
You already mentioned you met up 2 days ago. Is that what you're talking about?
はい、その時の宴会ですね。お龍も一緒にいましたから覚えているはずです。
はい、覚えています。一緒になんやかんやと騒いだ覚えが。
Which means it may not have been evening when he was killed. Zhao's last day, on the day the body was found, Zhao was asleep in his room until evening. After drinking, everyone knew not to bother him until evening the next day. Right. When was the last time you looked into the basement? Otaki, when was the last time you looked in the basement before last night?
ヨーリさんの宴会があった日です。返済金を受け取りまして、それを地下に運びました。
When was that?
あんまり詳しくは覚えていないのですが、花火が上がる前だったはずです。
ザオがヨーリと会う前に返済金を受け取ったということで間違いないか？
はい、そうです。多分、間違いないです。
となると、実際にザオが殺された時刻は限られてくるな。
It had to be after the party, but before the body was found. Zhao's time of death, Zhao was killed sometime between the party the night before and when the body was discovered, 24 hours later. Otaki took some of Yori's payment to the basement just before the party. Interesting. Otaki and Nezmikozo. Pardon me. It may be a bit rude to ask, but do you know about Nezmikozo, Otaki?
噂程度には、金を盗んでばらまく貴族だとかなんとか。
そうではない。地下牢に囚われていたのを知っていたのかと問うているのだ。
私はその
知っていたんだな。
Probably. I had.
はい。
Yep. Okay.
いつ頃から知っていた？嘘をつけばどうなるかは知っているだろうな。
それは
それとも新選組に引き渡して力ずくで吐かせた方が早いか？
さっきからあなたは何なんですか？お龍を脅迫するのはやめてください。
No, I think now is an appropriate time to press her on this matter, especially with how relevant it is to the case.
お月ちゃん、あの人怖いよ。
She is not good at getting info.
犯罪者をかくまっているのを知っているのかと聞いているんだがな。場合によっては不必要に秘匿した罪として牢に入れるぞ。
知りません。そんなの知らなかったんです。世話をしろと言われただけで、あの人がネズミ小僧だなんて知らなかったんです。
お前が知らなかった証拠はあるのか？
What? Do you have proof that she did know? What? You're the one accusing her. What do you mean?
証拠はこれでどうでしょう。
This is
決まった時間に決まったことをするだけだったんです。本当です。信じてください。私は何も。
Otaki's ledger, a schedule book where she recorded what to do at what time. It's very well kept. What the proof she did know. Yeah, it is not on her. The burden of proof is on fucking Sakura. She's the one accusing Otaki of knowing that it was Nezumi that was locked up here.
そうか。あとは任せる。これ以上私が出ると、お前がやりにくいだろうからな。
You're already making it harder for me. Thank you very much. Yama's questioning was reasonable, but yikes. Anyway, I wish we could talk more about that. Otsuki and Audio. What names? Iraha, did you know that Otsuki knew about the prison?
いいえ、知りませんでした。でも、別にそれはいいと思っています。
I think it is very important.
お龍はこういう子ですから、わざとそういう世話役を蔵王様から頼まれたんでしょうね。秘密を喋ることなんて、脅されない限りしない優しい子ですからね。
She was so polite earlier. She must really be angry for her attitude to change this much. Yeah, I wonder why. Maybe it's because of someone.
ごめんなさい。お月ちゃんもごめんね。黙ってないとダメだったから。
大丈夫だよ。お龍は何も知らないで命令されたことをやってただけなんでしょ。
蔵王様にもあの人が何なのかは聞けなかったし、それで。
Her lips are sealed shut, and she's good at taking care of people, huh? Nezumi Kozo and Otaki. Otaki took care of Nezumi Kozo, who was imprisoned in the basement, but Otaki did not know who he was. He was only following Zao's orders.
そうか。そろそろ時間になりそうだ。最後に聞いておくことはないか。
Motherfucker! Every time!
Oh, そろそろ時間になりそうだ。最後に聞いておくことはないか。
Is it possible to open the basement from inside?
はい。ですが、外も中も仕掛けは同じです。
Keyring needed to get into the basement, colorful and plentiful. Only Ryuk, Otaki, and Zao Itsukigori know how to open the door. So it's impossible to escape from this dark prison?
作戦会議が始まる前に、もう一度ネズミ小僧と話をした方がいい。
Yeah, I'm sure he's hiding something from us. Oh, they're going straight to him.
また来やがったな。今度は何の用だ？
The trial is about to start, but I'd like to ask you something before we begin.
聞いておきたいことね。どうせシラスで白状すんだ。ここで聞く必要はねえだろ。
No, there is, in order for the trial to run smoothly.
大滝というおどおどしたメガネの女に見覚えはあるか？
大滝？なんだ？誰だそいつ？聞いたことねえな。
おかしいな。本人はお前の世話をしていたと言っていたが。
ああ、あの女か。あいつ、大滝っつうのか。知らなかったぜ。
Looks like she did take care of him, but did not even know her name. How did you kill Zhao?
すべてシラスで話す。それでいいだろ
う。Right. I see.
久々のお天道様の下だ。洗いざらいぶちまけてやるから心配すんな。
光の届かない地下の方がネズミのお前にはお似合いだ。
Bro, we already know it isn't going to be him.
鮮やかな表舞台に上がれると思うなよ。
必要ねえさ。鮮やかもクソもなんもわかんねえんだからよ。
Wouldn't be able to tell. What do you mean? What does that mean? He's fucking colorblind, isn't he?
真っ白で何もわかんねえんだ。
Or blind.
そういや、色なんてものがこの世にあったって記憶しかねえ。
Okay, I keep flip-flopping. Are you colorblind?
そうだよ。目は見えるが色はわかんねえ。ずっと地下にいたせいかもな。
That's yeah. I talked about this before, right? With I may not have talked about this on stream about like pitch black rooms. Will ruin essentially your the cones in your eyes that are responsible for color, right? 16 years of being locked underground left Nezumi Kozo colorblind. Yeah, so like bro, it is so obviously not him. That's
俺のために悲しい顔をしてくれる人がいるなんてな。笑えるぜ。
ほうか、時間だ。作戦室に行こう。
Okay. We'll see you in the courtroom, Nezumi Kozo.
うん。俺のこときっちりと資材にしてくれよな。
Because you don't need color to see in the dark. Yeah. But you need color to know which keys to use.
みんな時間通りに集まったな。捜査結果を報告しろ。まずは土方の花。
You know what? You know you need color to see the keys. To know the keys to use for the door. Motherfucker, it's like. Surely it's not this easy, right? Only way he can be killer if someone let him up. Exactly. Someone who has developed a connection to the quote-unquote killer through the 16 years that they've been taking care of him. Like, what? He can still be the killer, but working with someone? Yeah. Someone who was taking care of him. Ugh. It's just... I wouldn't call it Stockholm Syndrome. Right? Because she isn't the one who locked him up. But, like, there's definitely a connection between the two. Not you. You might be involved, but... Not yet. But we got our 4 right here. We got our 4 witnesses. And the suspect. But anyway, I think that's a good place to end it off for today. So, yes, it's 2 p.m. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, a follow would be appreciated. If you want to support me even further, you could always subscribe. I hope that the trial is not obvious, right? Surely she isn't the one who killed him, right? Surely it's neither of these two, right? Because that would be too obvious. But either way, next time I'll be playing more of Master Magistrate. But until then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye-bye.